Let me do the thing, Julie. All right. Julie did the thing. Okay.
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 Cool.
Did I talk to a fishing pole?
Yeah. Oh man, I honestly forgot that was a thing that was going to happen.
I'm sorry I
so
reminded you.
I mean, we mentioned it back then, but that was like over a month ago.
No, I know. It was a little while ago.
But we did not go over the details.
Yeah, you missed out on the house party is what you...
House party?
So...
Oh, right, because you guys fucked around upstairs, right?
Yeah, so you guys, last time, recovering for everybody, you went around and looked at stuff downstairs. You talked to a fishing pole and had an intense conversation with that fishing pole that we'll cover at some point in the near future. A deep, heartfelt conversation with that fishing pole. You really bonded.
Oh my.
And as you guys were exiting, Nate found something that wasn't cool.
Right.
And getting out of the museum, you guys did a little bit of scoping out. You found the let's see. You met the janitor, who was kind of weird, kind of mystical. You noticed that there were weird clone guys following you around all over the place, or at least maybe one guy just following you everywhere, but he could teleport. You don't really know.
I thought we found out that the janitor didn't exist.
I mean, you guys talked to somebody.
Yeah, but then we talked to Clicky Mitch Bitch Heels.
No, you're right. Clicky McBitchheels does not realize that. Did not know who you were talking about, but you definitely talked to somebody.
Okay.
That is her official name now.
You're welcome.
I already wrote it down.
Yep. Then let's see what else happened. You guys left. You got picked up by a limo and got taken to the underworld and the House of Hades, and y'all had a house party because Persephone would not let you guys leave without having a house party.
True story.
Pretty much.
I don't remember everything everybody did, but you all seem to have a really good time.
I mean, let me see if I have any details.
Yeah, I bartended the shit out of that thing.
You did bartend the shit out of everything.
I think I had Ken play chess with things, and I stood over his shoulder and made comments. I don't know.
I seem to remember Ken losing a game of chess and it being a big deal.
Yeah, I was.
Hades plays Ken, who loses terribly. Apparently, Ken is better at Go. That's what it says.
Yeah,
That's what it is. Ken is better at Go than chess. So, although there was a protracted and long demigod battle of pool between Hades and his son.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and he actually won that one.
Yep, there was an extended cook-off with Persephone and Vanya just making all of the things. Surprised you with how much you can do with a pomegranate.
Sexy.
I taught Persephone how to twerk. I just read that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That was my contribution to the party.
You taught Persephone how to twerk. Good job. And then you guys were the reason you were there was that you were given a collection of coins. I'm getting some echo there. Okay. Yeah, you guys were given a collection of coins that when affixed to items in the real world will allow for transportation between the realms. Specifically, in this case, between the mortal realm and the underworld, with the intention of removing a pillar that was you guys found a pillar down in the basement of the museum that had some symbols on it referencing Cerberus and other things of underworld, of chthonic origin. And
Portal to Tartarus?
what's that?
Wasn't it something to do with Tartarus?
It is. So it was explained to you that the pillar is a item that is designed to stop the overworld and the heavens and the mortals from being able to see into the underworld. And so it is currently the thing that is stopping everybody from seeing that these whoever owns the museum is collecting god relic pieces things. So basically ain't supposed to be there and need to get rid of it, but they can't do it themselves, so they got you guys to do it. And then you had a house party.
As one does.
As one does.
Yeah.
You guys eventually made your way back to the hotel. And Zalim was answering all of her calls because you guys have been gone for surprisingly, or for a little bit longer than you anticipated.
You kept me up for a good while.
You were all nursing. You were all nursing your headaches and or exhaustion because it all hit you as soon as you got out of the underworld. And there is a general. I believe that you guys are making a general plan to break into the museum. Was the next goal, but that is up to you guys. So we'll start back with you guys at the hotel. It is mid-afternoon. You guys went to the museum on Saturday, I believe. Or no, it was Sunday, I think. What day was it? Does anybody remember?
Not really. I might have written it down, but nope. It just says we're in the museum. That's not
okay.
It was a day that it was.
What's that?
It was a day that it was.
It was the day that it was, yes. Okay.
It was a day that ends in Y.
Yeah, that is entirely true. We'll go ahead. You know what? We'll go ahead and say that it's Tuesday. We'll go ahead and say that it took you guys a little bit longer than you anticipated to get back home, and everybody was very concerned about that. But that's for them to worry about, not you guys. So it is midday as you guys have woken back up from your slumber and recovering from
Sorry, I had to. After all that, I had to share. So don't worry. I've delivered the payload, and
there it is.
You'll have my typically divided attention.
Anyway. So you're in the hotel. You have a task at hand of you guys need to get that pillar out of there using the items that you have on hand, and that's.
I mean, if other things just happen to disappear from there, is that it doesn't matter, right? That's fine.
He didn't say so. Hades and the Hades and the other gods that showed up on the god Skype didn't specifically say anything about that, other than they were concerned that a mortal was collecting those kind of objects. You guys are Scions, so technically speaking, you're the right hands for most of that stuff to be in.
I mean, I'm gonna just take stuff that belongs to Mama. It's gonna be mine now.
I was like, I might take things that belong to other people so I can give it back at a price.
Right. Well, we're supposed to bring the whole lot, right?
I thought
I think I was just told that we had to get the thing that Hades wanted.
Wow.
The mission that you were given was to get the
I
pillar
haven't
back.
seen it.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's vampires holding that shit. They don't need that.
No.
We should liberate it.
True stories.
Well, where would you put it all?
Oh, I'll find the place.
Oh, we can.
There's always a stash.
We can
somewhere.
give it to the fake
You're a
Scions.
stash.
We can give it to the Excelsiors, and they can be the stewards of it. And then we'll be like, hey, your your Avengerers can be the distribution process for when Scions come to power.
And I mean, wouldn't all those items be for other pantheons?
Yeah, but basically they're the stewards of these things. We could put them
Yep.
up as that.
Plus, it would probably help their standing if they return some of these objects to the other pantheons.
Well, if I find any nice shoes, though, they're mine.
Well,
I mean, yeah.
Clicky McBitchheels has the best shoes in the place. It's like her superpower.
And I broke him when we left.
I resent this.
Oh yeah, she broke one. That's right. She broke one when you guys left. That is correct. She was very upset about them. So very expensive.
So I missed whether or not we figured out who's collecting all this stuff. We're still confident it's a vampire, or we know for a fact that that's who it is.
I think we're confident.
Well, it's that Laszlo person.
yeah, he's the curator. Yeah,
Oh, something like that.
that's his private collection, I guess.
That is as it was explained to you. It is Malcolm Landau's private collection, reserved solely for the most generous of donors.
Mm-hmm.
And have we made direct contact with this goober? Do we know what he's about?
Nope, nobody has seen him
Nate did,
whatsoever.
I thought.
Well,
Nate
Nate got his appointment card, like basically established that that's where he operated. I think the only connection we got is that he's one of Fat Tony's people.
Right, so wait, so Nate didn't see him either? He just gave the card to whoever was in the front? Or got the
I
card?
forget if Nate met him in person or
I
not.
don't remember. I don't know.
He did not. No, he got information by pretending to be a donor and then eventually being an actual donor. But otherwise, you guys have not physically encountered Mr. Landau yet.
Well then, I think it's about time we did.
So a question I would have had for the fishing pole was, who took you from your last owner and brought you here?
Okay, we can go over a couple of those things real quick. So the fishing pole that you talked to was in fact when you spoke to him, he appeared in your mind as a elderly Japanese man who you kind of communed with him, and in your head you saw an elderly Japanese man sitting on a pier fishing off of a dock, and questions that you asked, he mostly responded to with yes or no's, nothing super concrete. But he did say that when you asked him who, or you said how did you get, or you said how did you get there, or who gave you their last?
I would see if it had a concept of who was its last owner, or who had fished with him last.
Yeah, he kind of spins you a small tale about a man going out, a commercial fisherman who was doing his normal rounds or normal trip out for whatever fish he was getting at the time. Decided to cast a line off the side with his grandpa's old fishing pole and snagged a sperm whale and reeled it in with that pole. You get he kind of visualizes this all to you as opposed to just straight up talking to you. But you do see a whole extended montage of the man, catching the whale and bringing it back, and having accolades for this incredible feat. And you see the man, have children and become old and fish until he eventually passes away on the dock, similar to the guy who is currently sitting there now. And the children have, took care of his estate, and the fishing pole was part of the estate that was picked up by a individual that eventually is handed off to a individual that, when it's visualized to you, looks basically like a void space, or like when this person is visual, when this thing is visualizing this to you in your head, you can see kind of like a like old timey film sort of. But when it comes to this person, this thing that handled him and eventually put him here, the image is of effectively a black space. Like it's like there's nothing there.
Void.
Okay. All right.
Wow, just kind of like wrote himself out of the memory or something.
No, I think it's linked to. Well, sorry, my theory is that it's linked to spirit, and if they're a vampire, then they don't have a soul anymore. So that's why it's just like Negaverse.
Yeah, pretty much. That is at least what you're getting from that.
So what I'm hearing is we have to find the Moon Princess and make her cry.
We already did. His name's Moon Knight, and
Yeah, I was gonna say Sailor Moon Knight is already with you guys.
That's true. That's true.
And he is hanging out in an alleyway because he gets more comfortable sleeping under garbage cans.
I mean, we all have a thing.
Weird, but okay.
He also did like a bag of Coke the last time you saw him, so
Like a whole bag. You
like
just
a
want
pouch, like a Ziploc freezer bag.
Yeah,
Just,
like a gallon bag. He just
he ate it like granola. It was weird.
Yeah, Moon Knight is. Mark is a special boy.
He's a magic.
right. People party on the party.
He really needed to see the moon.
Frankly, he's talented.
Okay, so you guys have resources available to you, and if you want to set together a plan for how to deal with this, then
Wasn't our best way in from the top?
Yes, through a skylight.
So how are we getting up there?
Well, I think getting up onto the roof is the easy part, but I think sliding down through a window is the tough part.
Oh, don't we have one of those, that thing that you use to cut the circle in the window? What do you call that?
I mean, I can do that without
Grass cutter?
breaking it. Yes.
Yes, but I mean the lowering the bodies.
Do we need a soundtrack?
Of course we do.
Always in movies, there's a soundtrack and it makes pause when things are dramatic.
Oh, you got to do the pause that's all like the dubstep.
Yes.
And then one of us like cracks our elbows and then like gets at it.
oh yeah, you gotta reload your fists. That's how that.
I like that.
But yeah, we need a rope. A rope, right?
Yes,
I mean-
repelling rigs for those of us who don't have ways to float or be crazy ninja people.
That's stupid because I can float things with my brain now.
Yep.
Because I have a fancy new coat that allows me to be telekinetic. Yes. Okay. I was like, how am I gonna get my ass down there? Oh,
I just have to wait until I can turn Lucas into a robot.
I'll hammer a stone into his forehead and be like, you're a robot now. Love me. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I'm having to
Fine.
re-download the book, and
Oh, yeah, no problem.
It's gonna be a second for me. I should
No,
have
you're
a
good,
character
you're
sheet,
good.
Probably.
There we go. Okay. I see. No legend to lift or manipulate objects.
Oh, you're getting the
Yeah.
description back up. Yeah.
I need to see if I'm actually good at climbing. Probably not.
So I'm gonna have to spend a legend point because I know none of y'all are under 50 pounds.
No.
These curves come from somewhere.
You can, if you spend the legend, it will allow you to manipulate objects like that for the scene.
Okay.
So you might if you plan to escape the same way, you'll have to spend another point of legend, and that includes lifting yourself as well if you need to. So you can effectively fly a little bit, just not very fast.
But this is equal weight to 50 pounds, so it sounds like I'm gonna have to spend like all my.
At a time. So no, weight equal to 50 pounds per legend dot. That's I meant that is meant to say that how many dots of legend do you have? Just 2?
4.
Oh, 4. So you can lift up to 2. Okay, sorry, I didn't realize my window was covering your hand there. So you spend a dot of legend for the scene. You can manipulate up to 200 pounds of items at a single time.
There you go. Okay.
So if you pick up John and drop him on the ground, you can then pick up somebody else and drop them on the ground.
Okay, I was like, but that means I'd have to spend all 4 points. We're not getting out, guys.
No, you only have to spend another point when you escape, because I assume it'll take longer than quote unquote a scene for you guys to get in and then also escape.
Okay, I approve. Yes, I can move you with my mind.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
I'll move you with my mind powers.
Yep.
To demonstrate this, Ari looks at her samisen and goes, and it comes to her hand.
Solid.
That's fun.
Well, her base, you get it. It's not a samisen, it just sounds like one.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. So that's how we're getting in and out, and then Tenmi says he can open the glass.
So from that skylight, was there like a cool T-Rex underneath that skylight or something? Sort of like
not specifically
installations.
Not specifically T-Rex, but that skylight was in the hall where things like the whale skeletons were hanging. Let's see here.
Am I just going to make the whale skeleton to like... That's way more than 200 pounds.
Well,
but I'm having fun now.
Because of...
We'll haul it outside.
We'll just ride the whale out, guys.
Above our
Everyone
heads. It'll be fine.
And then we'll like... It's a full moon, so we'll go over the full moon. And everybody like...
Well, we cannot Bernie's it.
So
it'll be
similar... No, my intent was not necessarily to fucking
ride the wheel.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna butters this sucker out of there.
That sounds so much more fun.
No, I was gonna I have fast as thought, so I can probably just crouching tiger, hidden dragon from bone to bone down to the floor.
Oh, that's right. You can wire through this shit right
Wire
there.
foo.
That is about what you're looking at right there.
Oh. Me.
Man, look at that. You can totally just like slide down it.
Oh, yeah.
Although,
no, it's back.
There is significantly more stuff in that room because, again, the American Museum, the Museum of Natural History has been turned into a museum of everything in the United States, pretty much.
And so this is a replica whale, not bones of a whale?
Yes, in this case, it is a replica whale.
Sweet. So yeah, we can just slide down that sucker and then probably run back up.
Well, as a precaution, Jay will not involve any of you in this, but you know he's going to steal that fucking Hope Diamond. because I want to fucking sleight of hand this cursed ass shit into the pocket of our enemies.
I'm gonna have to go look up what the Hope Diamond does.
Ari
If I
has
look up
this.
Heck yeah.
She's here for the chaos.
That's solid.
This is gonna be great.
All right.
I
Well,
I have new toys. This is gonna be great.
yeah.
I feel like I don't use like most of what's on my sheet. What is all this shit?
I mean, everything on my sheet is built for me to fucking break into places. So
We have to get
I'm
reacquainted.
So the question does remain, though.
All the
Are
cameras.
you telling anybody that you're doing this?
No.
With each other.
Plausible deniability. Well, so here's the thing: is that okay? We get in, we slap the coin on the thing, it teleports out. Cool. Primary objective complete. But also, there's all this shit in here with this random, probably vampire person that we don't want to have access to any of this stuff.
Well, that was technically the incentive of getting all of our parents to agree. Oh, that's what you missed, Tony, was me being an absolute bitch to our mom. That's normal.
Yeah.
So,
That tracks. We have that relationship, yeah.
yeah. So Hades brought faces of all the parents, including Ra, for some reason, just needed the extra boost of body. But we all basically promised that if we found something that belonged to our pantheon, we would also bring that as well.
Oh, so we do have to steal a bunch of shit, not just
We don't have to, but it was
Awesome.
suggested
right.
that we might also come across shit that's theirs. Not saying that their shit was down there, but there was a possibility we might find something, and we could help if we could.
That's. I mean, that's.
Yeah.
That
There was
tells me
no
that
they're gonna
we
get your
need to do
shit.
that.
It was like it might be there.
Right.
So, yeah. That was the loophole.
It was we really would prefer if you wore 20 pieces of flair. You don't have to.
God damn it.
Well, being a good son, I need to wear at least 50 pieces of flair. So, like, I'm trying to figure out if there's a way maybe we can bankrupt
Shit,
this.
my mom's lucky I'm wearing clothes at all.
Accurate, but I'm trying to figure out if there's a way we can bankrupt this sumbitch and then have it be taken over in a hostile manner so that we just transition ownership entirely. Like,
That would be lovely.
I don't think Ken is
something
smart enough for that.
Yeah.
The point of Ken is to be smart enough for that.
I mean,
Isn't he the knowledge half of this situation?
I mean,
It's possible.
he's
It will
smart.
just take time.
Oh, but time is boring.
Well, I'm sure Landau has some good lawyers, so they'll
Well,
drag
you
it.
do have 4 points in intellect.
Probably vampire lawyers. Sounds bad.
The worst of both worlds.
And I'm full of larceny, so I know how to steal the good shit.
But, you know, well,
But that pillar will probably be a problem.
The pillar is currently the big thing because it is what has allowed, according to Hades, it is what has allowed anything that with that much concentrated, God power, or that big of a concentration of artifacts and God power stuff that's infused with Ichor, to remain undetected by anybody. Hades really only knows about it because Nate snapped that photo and sent it, and let him know that was going on. So
Nate told Daddy.
Do we actually figure out what the other security measures are?
I mean, you guys saw that it had cameras and alarms and metal detectors, the whole 9 yards. It's a nice museum full of really expensive stuff. So
Yeah, from what Ari saw, because that's what she was doing the entire time everybody was in there, was just paying attention to what was there, but it was basically just cameras. I
But not
look-
like people
Yeah.
so much.
no, there was that weird guard that was following you about, and then
I guess there was also that weird janitor that disappeared.
Yeah.
the true stories. But I'm
Ghost.
under the impression he's a ghost. Definitely, since we're all fucking death gods.
Yeah.
Except
I
for you.
think I turned my magic sight on, and one of the things I think that was noticeable was that there were none of those magic walls that we've encountered in the other places, which I sort of half expected would be there, protecting this hall of magical shit.
We didn't need it because of the pillar, I guess.
It could be, but there was none of that. There was no magic barriers that I could.
Well, I
discern.
also think it's like Dresden in that manner, where magic doesn't work well with technology, so they're trying to limit the amount of technology that's around it because of the magic is such a big force field.
Could be.
That is generally how the world of darkness works. So
Yeah, so that's Ari reads books.
Yeah.
She would know. Not the same books as Ken, but like she reads stories. She knows what's going down. She knows they're all half truths. Anyway, so I vote we go in through the skylight. Ari can tip the cameras to all face up because that's an easy move with thought manipulation, and we can circle it up, keep on everybody's 6, and shimmy our asses down to the magical force field.
Well, I'm good at the shimmying.
As we've seen.
Many times.
I never miss an opportunity to show it off.
Why would you?
I mean, if it's one like this, I mean, it's a waste of time.
okay.
About that.
So, is there anything you guys want to do before you head off? Before we transition to you guys going to the museum?
No, I think
No.
I would just break into something.
We haven't regained willpower, have we?
Do we want to tell anybody? Do we want to be like, hey, if you don't see us in 2 days, we're all dead in this museum? Like, is there someone?
Well, some of our crew is staying behind, so we can tell them.
That's true stories.
Yeah, we should let them know to let the Excelsiors know that
Yeah.
that if something goes down, or if that we don't come back within a day, that
Yeah.
To hit the museum.
You'll find our body.
After the house party, in case you guys haven't, you should refresh all of your willpower.
Okay. Cool.
I know Tony just asked about that, but it works like normal rules. You know, you gain a willpower point every day, but because of the excessively good times you guys had, you regained all of your willpower.
Cool.
Yay.
Well, okay. So then we will shift scene to outside of the museum. It is nighttime. We'll say this is probably well, I said it was Tuesday. We'll just call it Tuesday night because you guys wouldn't have really waited for a whole day, I don't think.
No, probably not.
You guys, did you take transportation in town? Did you take the van? Did you have somebody drop you off? Did you just take the bus? Well, the train?
Much as I love the van, it's
No,
probably
it's too
better
fucking
not to have it
conspicuous.
hang around the scene of the
Well,
crime.
I probably Ubered.
I can probably carry someone.
Oh, that's right, because Flashy McFlash over here.
Yeah, that's right.
Also, I'm kind of fit too, so yeah, maybe 2 people.
I'm well fit.
I probably just took an Uber.
Yeah, I think
Myself.
it makes sense to assemble separately.
Unless
What?
hold on. It's
He's looking for ghosts. All in the spirits.
unless Jay brings them, I'm not bringing Lucas specifically.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
I think
like,
Those guys are not good for quiet missions.
no. Jay's recommendation would have been like, leave
Don't
them
even
at
tell
home,
them.
and then they
I
can
don't got
be
time to babysit him.
the cavalry if we need rescue. That they can do. They can raid.
As you guys were heading out for the night, just for you to be aware, three of the Unharrier were all setting up their own individual drum sets. Not entirely certain where they all got them from. You haven't given them any money since you've been here, so but you know what's about to happen, and you know your ears do not need to be in close range to any of this.
They figured it out. They know how to live off the land.
Living off the land of New York City.
Correct. Doesn't matter. The environment does not matter. When you settle, you settle.
Okay, fantastic. So you guys all eventually meet up outside of the museum. Regardless of whatever else the rest of you have decided to get up you guys have decided to come in. Nate shows up in a solid black turtleneck, ready for tactical action.
I mean, I'm wearing an all-black catsuit. I mean, it's like
yes,
unreasonably low plungings for no reason.
Right. Just unzip.
Looks like what you call it? What's her name?
It was too much effort to zip it. It was too tight.
Cocktease from Venture Brothers.
Yep.
Something like that.
hang on a second. Let's see.
Ari has her hood pulled up, so it has the little Psylocke mask and fox ears, but she's also wearing her Sailor V mask, so she blends in with shadows.
Solid.
Jay just straight up looks like somebody else. Some rando.
Just some rando.
It's probably just some hobo in the corner.
Yeah. Jay has affection for looking like a hobo.
Okay, Nate does not show up in a turtleneck. He does not show up in a tactical turtleneck.
He too has a V-neck.
Does it
I don't think he would wear.
all the way
I
to
don't-
the belly button?
I don't think he would wear a V-neck either.
No, it's the T-shirt with just a little cut right here in the neck. So like early 2000s look.
Oh, right, like the little notch.
Yeah, just a little cut right here in the T-shirt neck.
I'm not sure. So I'm not sure, Sally, if you're going more for this, or if you're going more for this, or if you're going more for this.
So what I think is really fun is that we always spend at least a good 20 minutes being like, this is what I'm wearing, guys.
Yep. There's the game for that.
Outfits in this game, and I love it.
I
And
mean-
I'm always like, I just look like a different hobo this time.
What's that?
I think this is more going for like Black Cat than
I always imagine that. I always imagine if you're going for it's like Catwoman and Catwoman's younger, sluttier sister. So
I'm always going to be the younger and sluttier one. I mean, come on.
yeah.
You know what this character's about.
oh yeah, no, there we go. Yeah,
There you go.
Molotov cocktease. That's
Oh,
right.
is it Molotov? Right.
Molotov cocktease.
That's the shit.
Great name.
A plunging. That's a bit more than a plunging neckline.
Well, yeah, it's just not zipped up. It's all the way down.
Non-existent.
She's got cleavage
Center
below
of
her
it.
waist, and you're like, whoa.
It's almost like a vest. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Painted on.
And maybe some leggings or something.
Yeah. So you guys do. Yeah, you guys all end up at the outside of the museum. It's nighttime. Museum's all nice and closed up. There's no real traffic because New York doesn't stay up 24/7 anymore. As you guys kind of filter out, Jay, you eventually just kind of like It's like coming out of the shadows, except for you kind of come out of a horde of homeless people that's around a trash can fire. You just kind of like merge your way out of that, like you're coming out of a hedge, like a hedge wall.
There you
go. And yeah, you guys all meet up, and there's the museum there. There's nobody really around that is really paying much attention to you, even though, well, half of you guys can't really be seen, and the other half of you are dressed modestly. So, and then there's Zelim.
Are there nearby buildings that have similar roof heights or are slightly higher?
There is not. The museum is surrounded on all sides by roads.
Oh, I remember this being said before.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like there's no real buildings next to it. You guys scoped out before that there were like loading docks and things like that, but other than that, there weren't any buildings close by.
Across the street, though, anything similar?
Yeah, I believe so. Let me. I love Google Maps. I love the fact that we're doing things in a real city, so I can actually just look up what the city layout looks like.
Because my thought is to have someone who is the least likely to get caught get up on the roof and then throw a zip line to one of the buildings we've met on top of.
Let's see. Okay, so.
Oh my god! Wow, that's kind of cool. It's like a suit/sari thing.
That is solid. No, Amanda, that's just what I assume you dress in all the time now. Like not Vanya, you.
Yep.
Wow.
My new look.
That is very.
So there is across the street from the front entrance. There are several buildings. Let me show you. I think I can do this. Okay, so take a look there. And you can see how much space there is between the other buildings and the actual museum.
Oh, fuck this place.
There's a statue of Theodore Roosevelt up there. How tall's that?
Fuck yeah. We need to ride that statue.
Well, over there by the Shoe Shack or the, the Columbus House Condo Association, I feel like that's a decent spot.
Oh yeah, I see that right there. Going over across to, if you zoom, I didn't zoom in far enough, but the part of the building right across from that is the Hall of South American Peoples, at least according to.
I mean, as long as it's got a roof. But yeah, that Columbus right there seems to be the shortest distance, so we can go in from there.
Alrighty, let's see. Okay, so the question then is
horse too.
I'm sorry, did you call the place we were staying at the Excelsior because it was on this map, or is that just a gross coincidence?
No, that's what I'm calling the people who are born of Stan Lee.
Yeah, I understand that, but we also stayed at a hotel that was called Excelsior, didn't we?
That might have been intentional from Jaren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you were correct on that assumption. It is 100% intentional.
Yeah. Okay.
Would you just?
So.
Proper hobo outfit.
Just killing my family. Oh my god. Anyway, what roof am I calling?
Hey, if we want a really great distraction, I have an idea for that statue.
Yeah.
Ooh, what?
Oh.
Depending on how many successes I get, I can make it move.
You guys discuss. I'm going to go step out for just a second
Oh, wait.
and figure out your plan.
Yes.
I'm just watching you fade out from like
Yeah.
Parthenon or whatever.
Right.
Just gonna go for a walk in this.
So yeah, maybe not a distraction right now. So we have Ari get up there, make sure nothing can see the point of access, throw a zip line so that we can all come down on it. How are we getting back out though?
I can move you all out.
You have enough points to spare? Alright.
I haven't spent any legend. I have all 4 of my legend points. So I have legend points to get all your asses into the place, and I have legend points to get you all out.
You mean you have 16 legend points?
No. I have 4 because it only cost me 1 legend to activate the power to move all of you.
Sorry,
That's
I was under the
much
impression that legend points were your legend rating times 4.
See, that's what I thought as well, but that's what I conferred with Jaren, was that I only needed to spend the 1 point to activate the power, but my 4 points lets me move an object up to 200 pounds.
Oh, okay.
So I can move each of you one at a time by only spending 1 point, but when we leave, I have to spend 1 more point to move you all back up and out.
Alright, well I can just run across the wire, so that's 1 less, so you're good.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm going to have to spend 1 point for everybody else anyway.
Okay.
I mean, you can do what you like, but
Alright.
I have to spend 2 points to get people in and out, and that's it. And that leaves me 2 more points to spend to do other fun things with inside.
Okay, cool.
But I can move all the cameras for free.
No, yeah. So okay, cool. So that's our in and our out then, is that cable.
Yeah.
Yeah. We get to that
So wait,
cable.
are you also floating us up to the roof, or what are we doing with that?
Well, I think the point is he wants to take a cable from a second roof to this roof.
That's higher until we could slide in. Right.
Yeah.
Or not, because we can. Yeah. Ari and Ken can be the shuttles,
Yeah.
up or down,
Line in.
from the roof to the floor as well. So we're pretty set there. Cool. So we get down. We get
As
to the
long as I
skylight.
get everybody up and down in a scene, then that's only 1 legend point.
Same. Cool. Great. Now, beside me transmuting the skylight, does anyone have a different idea for how to open that thing open? Okay, cool. Just
I
making
don't
sure.
have anything that works for that. Honestly, I don't have much that I can do.
I mean, if it has a lock, Ari can pick the lock. We can just open it. But like,
Likely got some sort of
an animator.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure Zaleen can just like whisper on it, and it'll be like, "I'm sorry."
She seduces the glass. I don't even know how that works, but
Hey.
I don't doubt the power.
Well, we can actually talk without, like, talk telepathically because of me. So there's that.
Oh, good.
I'm waiting till you guys do all this planning and you get up there, and then Vanya just elbow drops her way through it and like superhero lands on the bottom of the floor.
I mean, I'm also up for going into this guns a-blazing, so, however it shakes down.
Yeah. Either or. At the first sight of a misstep.
We definitely should have brought the Vanyarihar, though.
For the first time, Ari's like, "No, we gotta be stealthy about this shit, guys. Come on."
Yeah.
How am I gonna
As
get
long,
all-
as long as we sneak the pillar out, after that, everything else is bonus.
Well, we don't have to sneak the pillar out. We just put the sticker on it, and then it gets transported. Like, tell us.
yeah. That's
Understood
right.
it, right?
It's the other shit we're sneaking out.
I could probably fit some of it in my bag, and
Vanya has a Mary
You both
Poppins
have
bag.
hammer space. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
The perfect crime,
Her
guys.
time.
Full of non.
That's the perfect crime. Mine has less food and more just random
Those.
packets of things that I got out of restaurants because you never know.
Condoms.
There's probably a lot of soy sauce in there.
Water bottles. You need to hydrate.
Well, she doesn't want soy sauce. She has syrup packets.
Probably coconut water because double entendres.
Yeah, she
You
needs.
could probably throw one of those sex toy parties at any moment.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know she's
Make
part
a
of
room
that.
full of strangers uncomfortable.
You know she's
Yep.
on one of those Ponzi schemes. Oh, so good.
Right. They're probably in Tupperware, so you can do either party.
I'm
Depending
really
on
good
your
at that. I have so
audience.
many friends everywhere.
You can just
come
switch it
in and
around.
They give me money.
And this
You're-
is the
you're
combo,
upline.
This is the combo pack where it has the marital aid, the Tupperware, as well as a makeup palette that matches the aid.
Your downline is just great, Zalim. You have managed a fantastic following.
Okay, cool.
What I do?
So if everyone's down with that, let's get to Mission Impossible-ing. What roles
right.
do we need to make? Storyteller.
Okay, so
Yeah.
where are you starting from? Are you grappling across the way, or
From
how
the
are you
Burger
doing?
King or whatever the fuck it is. The Shake Shack.
You're climbing up the Shake Shack.
Well, not quite. So,
Yes.
but across Columbus from one of those buildings there at the between 7th, or you know what I mean.
Yep, I see where you're going. I see where you're going with that. Okay. You can fairly easily get to the top of that building. We'll assume that that's probably not a skyscraper of any sort. I don't know if I can satellite. Let's see.
I'm gonna like Google Earth it.
Oh yeah, no, actually that's. Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh, hang on a second.
pretty
I gotta share this now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if it's not, even if the museum is higher, we don't care. We just need a point of contact.
Yeah, I gotcha. I'm gonna send this to you now because this is great. Man, do I love Google Maps.
Nice.
There you go. So that one place that says Columbus House
Yeah.
Condo Association, that building there? Yeah.
Mhm. That feels choice.
Okay. Yeah, you can pretty easily get up there. There is fire escapes in the back that will take you all the way to the roof. It's you get up there unaccosted without anybody really questioning you. You do pass by a couple of windows. People like trying to just kind of watch TV and ignore the weirdos that are going up the fire escape. But other than that, yeah, you're up on the roof. So how are you getting across?
We're not. Ari is on her own across the street, getting to the top of the roof of the museum, and then she's gonna
Just
shoot a
shimmy
grapple-
everybody over.
She's gonna shoot a grappling hook across.
Okay. All right. Okay. So Ari, you're spending a point of are you spending a point of legend to fly around and do stuff, or what are you doing with that?
No, I'm just gonna use my cat's grace to get myself up there.
Okay. Give me a dexterity plus athletics check, I think.
And then I have 2 special dots in Dex.
Oh yeah. Those are that's 2
Success.
automatic successes, I believe.
Those are
So.
automatic successes. Okay. So you wanted Dex and Stealth?
Dex and athletics because you're climbing up a wall, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And this is difficulties. What is this again? It's anything above
Difficult. It's 7
6.
and
7.
above is a success.
Okay.
So guys, I can't open the skylight, but I
Do
can
10s
make a skylight. It's okay.
10s explode.
Oh no. 10's
No.
double.
Skylight in the skylight.
That's
10s are worth 2.
oh okay. So 10s are worse. Those 2 3, 4,
The full
5
metal alchemy.
for Ari.
Okay, so Ari, you kind of just walk up to the wall and put your hand on the wall and kind of give yourself a push, and you just kind of hop, 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 and it's like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon is just light stepping all the way up, pretty much.
Mhm.
So then the grappling hook. Do you have a grappling hook, first of all?
I have a rope and a hook.
How much rope do you have?
I have 50 feet of rope.
Would have acquired
That-
we would have required more because we would need at least,
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a lot more than 50 feet for there. But if you're saying you acquired some more rope as you guys were getting ready for this.
I'd say so.
Because it's like if the plan is to go across, then we need. Where's the scale? What was that? 100 feet, 200, like 150 feet? Because if I'm looking at the little scale marker,
Yeah. I think we would have, as much as I would love the throwing the rope and watching it helplessly fall like a fourth of the way through. It's like, shit, we should have measured.
The way Ari does this is she has her bow and arrow, so she ties it to the bow and
that was sick.
Yep.
us. So
So you did get some extra rope. So weird thing that you didn't know about the Inherior until just now. They regrow their beards exceptionally quickly.
no, I don't want it. Take it back.
So you now have
told you.
an extra
The rope.
100 feet of rope made out of Norse
just-
man
You
hair.
never would have known. You would just been like, this rope is weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
too. The ladies
No.
contribute to this too. There's 2 ladies in that band.
Yep.
Most of it is their back hair.
Yep.
The thing is, it's not that they didn't do this for you right then. It's just you guys were looking for rope, and they're like, hey, we got some extra rope. We were using it to tie up the barrels, and they're like, barrels before. I'm like, just don't worry about it.
Ari
And
look at Luke again the same.
yeah, once you start feeling it, you're like, that's beard hair.
That's coarse.
Oh, it's fine.
Okay.
Get used to it, otherwise, especially as you're getting close to Lucas, otherwise it all goes in your shower. So
Also, don't burn
to be fair, it has exceptionally high tensile strength. So
Extra strength. Too, now.
yeah.
Okay, so Ari ties one end to her bow and does all the proper
tying stuff off.
Hers is smaller, but yeah, she does the whole thing.
Okay. Give me I'm gonna need an attack roll for your bow.
It's a Dex plus marksmanship plus what is that? ACC?
How much do you enjoy aiming at your brother?
Accuracy.
Thank you, accuracy, and I have like a check mark box for some reason. I don't know what that means.
Oh, the checkbox means it's probably a god thing, and then accuracy is probably your specialty, right?
Well, I have an accuracy in my weapon, which is a +1.
Yeah, no, the accuracy
All the
just
weapons
increases.
have an accuracy that you
Okay.
add to hit.
Okay. I haven't had to use this in so long, guys.
Yep.
Okay, so Dex plus marksmanship, which I have. There we go. And then plus
Plus
my
accuracy.
But I don't roll that, I just +1 to it, don't I?
No, you roll it too.
It has an extra die.
Oh, dice.
Okay. Then what's that box with a check? I don't know. I wrote it down like it was going to make sense.
It's your epic.
Thanks.
So you add one more.
So again, Nato sucks.
Okay, but I have 2 epic in dexterity, so I get 2 off.
So you add two more.
Two more.
Yep.
There we go. Look at us, guys. Oh, I can't even hold all these.
Almost like we've been playing this game for a week.
1, 2, 3,
Right.
4, 5. And do I get any auto successes or just keep my 5?
The dexterity, the bonus, the epic dex adds
So 7.
7.
I shoot
Fantastic.
throw an arrow, and the arrow just lands gently in Ken's hand.
Yeah, exactly. You're able to just basically float. You kind of do a weird little like curve shot thing, and so it just kind of floats on the wind over and lands ever so softly in Ken's open hand. Ken, you have an arrow and the rope made of beard hair.
As everyone is watching, they hear a sudden like wind flute and the little clonk noise of bamboo, and no one knows why. And then he just ties it off. It's great.
It's just what happens when two of them work together. There's peace.
And then I look over and I sort of like crick my neck, and I'm like, "Who's coming first?"
Me.
All right,
I don't
Celine.
mind wherever you put your hands. It's fine.
I'm like, I appreciate that. So, I come over and I sort of look, and I'm like, threshold, and so I scoop the knees, and I'm gonna burn the one legend point to run her across the wire.
Okay. So you're burning the legend point. I'm not going to worry about having you roll. So you hop across that thing like it's nothing.
And then I imagine as soon as I drop off Zelene, me and Ari go back across to grab whoever.
Well, Nate already, like, as you guys have gotten, as you're running Zelene across, Nate hops up and just kind of casually strolls across the road.
Yeah.
Because
I can make my way across as well.
Okay.
Oh, but this was fun.
You can go back to Vanya.
You need a hand?
I
John?
had to try really hard not to go woo and ruin the whole thing. So
John, give me a dexterity plus probably athletics.
Uh-huh.
I'd say you're trying to balance all the way across this thing. So yes, dexterity plus athletics.
It's 4.
You have a harder time than the other gods who all have super crazy dex powers, but you managed to get your way across without falling over. So
Barts and rogues.
Yeah, I mean,
I have no decks.
it plays with the hobo aesthetic.
and then
or did you need Ari to grab you?
Sorry, my bread maker was beeping a lot, and I didn't want to come back on. It was blaring in your ears. Yes, I'm making bread at midnight. Why not?
Yeah,
In character.
there's no judging here.
live that good life.
But yes, I'm in need of. I don't think I'll do like a crazy flip or anything and be okay. So I'll need some assistance.
Tippy Toe decides to squirt to just hop on the line and run across ahead of you. So
Yep.
So cute.
What am I rolling again?
if you do not want somebody to carry you, then you're going to do dexterity plus athletics.
Oh, if I don't want some.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're just getting picked up by Ken, and he's gonna flash you across.
Okay. I'll just do that.
Go get her,
Okay.
Ken.
Despite my very high probability to succeed.
You guys are all demigods. You have the highest dice pools out of anybody I've ever seen in these games. So, but I think that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
Okay.
don't have any decks, epic decks, so
No, I'm just all decks.
wasn't gonna try it.
So
Stamina. I need a lot of stamina for my line of work, you know.
you guys are on the roof.
Yep.
It is quiet up here. You can see just about everything around because there's, no tree line, none of that kind of stuff. So, and you can navigate your way pretty easily over to the skylights that you saw. Excuse me. So you see down through the windows that there is the hall with that big old whale in it, plus many other shelves and things like that holding a multitude of different museum pieces. But yeah, there's several large windows that you could potentially get through.
I'm less interested in windows and more interested in the space between them where there is less likely sensors.
Okay. So what are you doing?
I'm going to find a piece of wall or ceiling that has a nice section of flat space, and I'm going to pull up my pocket watch and sort of like do the jujitsu move and then place my hand on the do the jutsu move and then place my hand on the material and then start to work it like wet clay, creating a cavity large enough for someone to move into.
Okay. Go ahead, and so I believe that requires you to spend a legend point, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
And
I'm going to need
roll
you.
is craft, because that's the third dot in earth, which it says dex plus craft.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
I also want you, when you do that, give me just a single D10 roll.
So while he's doing that, Ari's going to look in the window, and any camera she can see, she's just going to like point them down.
Okay. Give me a legend plus stealth, or no, we'll do legend plus larceny roll.
Oh, you sure I couldn't have stealth? No, actually, larceny's better. But stealth, I have an epic in.
Yeah.
Now this is all like Ari and Kenta.
Yeah. Which is
The
funny.
brother and sister breaking people in.
But he never helps me break in places. So this is like
bonding time.
Yeah.
Aw.
And we're not talking. It's the best of both worlds.
Yeah. He lectures me about breaking into places.
Now
he's helping.
Yeah. So 4 successes, and on the D10 I rolled a 9.
Okay. So as everybody else, so Amanda, Zaleem, and Jay, give me wits plus alertness rolls.
Oh no, I'm bad at that.
I'm sorry. So while Ari is moving cameras, she's doing this.
Yep. Oh yeah. No, you're Scarlet Witching it up. So.
Yeah.
Make
the mouth noise.
Wait, my fingers are weird. Like they've been weird too.
Mm-hmm. You got one.
You thought it was vampires, but it was Agatha all along.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming anyway.
It was so
I got
good.
4.
Nate only got 1 as well. So okay, cool. So as you were let's see here. Ari, you are adjusting all of the cameras. You had the thought as you were working that you're not adjusting the cameras too quickly. So that they just very slowly, in case somebody's watching them, they very slowly start moving down and out of the way of the entrance point. Ken, you were working that ceiling like it's just good old clay. You're able to get through there without much of an issue. However, as you're working through there, your hand is suddenly snatched and grabbed by Jay as he mentions that, as he points out to you that you were working a section of the ceiling that was holding one of the struts that was holding the whale up. And Jay, you notice that you're able to direct him just slightly forward of where he was working before, and that should put you right above where the whale is, without disrupting its ability to actually hang there and not crash to the floor. So good job on that 6 roll.
Woo.
You open the ceiling. The cameras are moved, and there is a whale ass in front of you.
Nice.
It is Tuesday.
This is one of my better Tuesdays, I'd like to say.
In my mind, I think, damn, boy, look at that thick ass boy.
It's bigger than mine. Too bad we don't have any tacos.
It's only because of the species.
Yeah, so
Crazy.
there's an open spot for you guys to get into the museum.
Okay, now Ari will burn her legend point. And she's gonna Scarlet Witch everybody in one at a time.
Okay,
'Cause that's how
I
much-
need you. So you're Scarlet Witching in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 of you. I need you to make me 6 different legend plus stealth rolls.
Okay.
Ari, please hover us over the whale, so if anything goes wrong, we can Fred Flintstone our way down its back.
Yes.
It only counts if you scream yabba dabba do, though, so you're gonna lose. You're
Yeah.
gonna have disadvantage on your stealth roll.
It's a stealth mission, so we just whisper it. Yabba dabba dabba do.
That's 4 and 3. Who's going first?
I always like going first.
Okay, for me. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Zalim.
Nice.
Oh, the epic!
Yeah.
I've got 2 in Dex and 1 in Stealth.
Is my fastest thought still active from when we came in, or is this a new scene?
No, it is a new scene. It took you too long. You were working that that stuff for a whole scene.
All right. Number 2. Who's next?
I'll go.
That's 5 for Jay.
Good.
Whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for whoever's next.
Wow.
You get the jetless ride. I'm getting better, guys.
Yep.
That was 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 4.
It's getting better.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And this last one is for you.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh,
Nice. You're just like, ah. So you're able to drop everybody down quite softly and quietly, most importantly. And you land in the hall. Now you guys know roughly about where the that elevator is, because you guys saw it last time.
But
So what's that?
Ken's been in it.
That's right. Ken has been in it.
Nate.
As has Nate. That is correct. So they both take Nate goes ahead and takes the lead to try and take you guys over to where that is.
You can smell it.
I need everyone to give me dexterity plus stealth checks.
Does my blending in with the shadows help with this?
I mean, nobody's looking at you right now, but this is more for being quiet.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
That would be 6.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay.
This is what I'm
Good.
built
I'm gonna
for.
spend another willpower.
Drop it.
Yeah.
With it.
I'm not worried about you. I'm not worried about Nate. It's everybody else that is I'm concerned about.
Yeah, I'm not a stealthy person generally.
I got 7.
Oh, well, look at that. I got 4. I don't know if that helps.
He has more than me. Good job.
3.
3.
It's the cat suit.
Right.
When it walks, it goes.
She doesn't have the heels, so now she doesn't go clack, 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 clack.
Right. She pulls she's pulling a Catherine Zeta-Jones even though there's no beams.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that.
Right?
So
You need to do that.
I do that.
I just wanted to contort my body.
But it looked
Great
great.
angles.
Looked primo. Chef's kiss. Mwah.
I'm sorry I took all the cameras away.
Bounce quarters
It would
off
have
that
made
thing.
someone's day.
So good.
All right. So let's see. So you guys, so you're able to get through the halls pretty quietly, avoiding any of the attention. You haven't seen any guards yet, which is a little weird, but you're trying to stay out. If you're unlikely that they have just a ton of guards here during the nighttime. So
And I'm just looking for a ghost janitor, honestly.
yeah, you don't see any sort of ghost janitor.
Or that was
And,
probably a fever dream. I don't know.
You make your way over to the elevator. Now, you guys saw. Hang on a second. I have to ask Megan a question because I think she might remember this. So give me just a moment. I will be right back.
I don't know why. It just came.
Bum, 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 bum.
We're all gonna dance the hora now. Sorry, everyone. Well, that's right, because we're actually like Ken and Ari
Oh
are
yeah,
Jewish.
no, that's part of our heritage.
Yeah, okay,
As
that makes
much-
sense. That makes
As
sense now.
much, if not more, than than our mother's side.
Yeah, everything makes sense.
We were definitely raised by our father, so we
I
almost
feel like now it's a thing that Ari plays the hora on the Samisen base.
yeah.
Oh, that would
Cling, cling.
perfect.
Oh,
That's
do
it.
we observe any of the high holidays?
Of course we do. That's why I do nothing on Sundays. No, it's Saturday.
There it is.
Because we both love Dad.
Of course.
Uh,
Mother can suck a butt. That's great. I just wish he was around more.
Yeah.
So, when you guys went down there before Ken, Nate made it a point to commit the passcode to memory.
Nice.
He takes the initiative and goes ahead and like, don't worry, I got this. And he goes and he punches in the passcode. And you get a very unsatisfying "meh, meh." And he stops for a second. He's like, no, I'm sure that's it. And he taps in the passcode again. And the resounding
Oh no, he changed it every day.
I'm like,
yeah.
oh,
And
we usually only get 3 of these. Hold on.
yeah. Nate's like, he's like, no, like I know this is the right passcode.
Oh. Okay. I have other ideas. But okay.
So he does try to do that. But he kind of looks over and like, what do you think?
Well, maybe we can see if there's like residue to see if a different sequence is more recent, or if we want, I can talk to it maybe and see if it knows the new code.
Okay.
You can
Okay,
talk to it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can talk to things now. Yeah.
Real quick,
Oh,
while you guys are doing this, John. So you guys are starting to look at this elevator passcode screen here, and Jay, I need you to give me a legend roll, just a flat legend roll.
Oh yeah, sure. Two.
There's something real cool in the room off to the side there, where all the gems are at. You really feel like you should go over there and take a look at it. Like, yeah, it's real cool. Like, man, you were talking about stealing the Hope Diamond before because you're pretty sure it's there, and maybe it's it's quiet. You should probably just walk over there and it's
You're fucking a poo from Aladdin. I hate it.
it's not it's fine. You think everything will be cool.
Yeah,
Can you resist this? You're just gonna go.
I'm very suspicious of it, and at the same time, I really want to check it out.
Yeah, no, you're like you feel yourself kind of pulled over that way.
Where are you going?
Like,
Just
I was like, he rolled the highest stealth. Do we even know he's leaving?
Oh shit, that's true.
yeah, you
yeah, no,
you hear just a quick from somewhere. Give me a quick second. I'm just gonna check something out.
yeah, and as you guys hear that, he's already gone. So
Great.
So Ken, go ahead and do your thing that you were talking. You talk to the pad, the data pad or the touchpad.
Yeah, unless someone else has like a security role they want to try to hack it, but yeah, I can see if it has any opinions.
I do not think anybody else has any sort of tech abilities.
Okay.
Nate is very smart, but he does not have tech
It's just
skills.
the larceny.
It was just larceny?
Yep.
Well, I have some, but
I have
I'm
3.
sure Ari's better at it.
All right, so I kneel down. I get down on one knee like I'm talking to a toddler, so that I'm face to face with the touchpad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for coming down to my level.
And I sort of like, hey guys, what's going on? How you doing? What's how you doing? What's going on? And that's a charisma plus presence roll to try and communicate with it. Oh no.
That's
Uh-oh.
no,
Are
That's
ones
bad.
do ones cancel? They don't cancel, right? They just
they do.
The ones do cancel.
Oh no.
okay. No.
Oh.
Okay, hold on. All right.
Oh.
So that's 2. Cool. All right. So that's fine. That's a net 0, and I'm gonna burn a willpower to get 1. It got me back to 1.
I was like, can I loan him a willpower and we can do cool twin bonding
rolled
shit?
3 1s. 3 fucking 1s.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Ouch.
But I made it, so it's okay. With the willpower, I was like, I'm on the spot here. Come on.
They're
So,
looking
yeah.
at me weird.
The objects take on an anthropomorphic features. The grain in a wood for dwarfs might flow into the shape of a face, that sort of
That's
thing.
weird.
And yeah, so I'm like, hey, buddy, you notice there's a new code for yourself there?
Yeah. The little data for the touchscreen looks at you. It doesn't have eyes, so but you can feel it kind of like looking at you, and it says, "Hi, how are you? Hi, I'm a touchpad. Hi, you should push me."
Is there where
All
you
you have is a 10.
is there a way you like to be pushed?
Oh yeah, lots of different ways.
What's the most recent way that you were pushed that was nice?
Oh well, sometimes I like to go doot 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 doot, and then sometimes I like to go doot 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 doot, and then sometimes that lady comes over and puts her whole hand on my face, and I don't really like that. But then sometimes you go boop 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 boop.
Ooh,
So-
what's the newest one?
Can we hear that?
No,
Just Ken.
Just Ken. He's object reading, so
Yeah.
All right.
What's
It's
the
like if I
newest
hear
one?
the beeping, I can musically be like, "Oh, it's these tones," but
Yeah,
like,
does
yeah, no, it's just Ken.
yeah, it's just Ken. Go ahead.
He says, oh, the last one that they used, the last one that they did today, that happened today was, it did a boop, 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 boop.
and I repeat that. I'm like boop 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 beep boop boop boop
No. Boop, 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 beep, boop, boop.
boop 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 beep boop boop.
Yeah, you got it.
Great. And so I like say beep 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 boop boop out loud, and sort of like just fucking stank eye up at Nate to get him to memorize it, right?
Yeah, no, he's like, gotcha.
All right. And I'm
And
like, all right, little buddy. Hey, once more, because I like the song. Beep 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 boop boop.
yeah. Boop, 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 beep, boop, boop.
Boop 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 beep boop boop.
Yeah. Boop, 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 beep, boop, boop.
Awesome.
I'm
All right.
getting
We're gonna touch you real good now, okay?
Oh yeah, totally. No, that's super great. I love it.
All right.
It's super
I'd
fun.
high five you, but then I'd high five, but then we can't touch you. So
No, that wouldn't work. That only works for the lady.
got it. Good talk, dude.
The new summer hit.
Yeah.
I sort of like lean back on my heel and just sort of look up at Nate like, I can't fucking believe that. And I'm like, boop him.
Nick kind of shrugs and he's like, I mean, and you see him think about it for a second. He remembers. So then he hits the keys kind of slowly. Boop, 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 beep, boop, boop. And hits enter, and you hear a and the elevator door opens.
Hey,
Hey, Jay.
wizards.
So hey, there's a case full of you're in the room and there's a case full of precious stones, and the Hope Diamond is just kind of chilling there in the middle of them. Like it's got a nice little display case. It's got a little placard to show what it is. It's, it's just there.
Ken
Never
mutters
did
under
that.
his breath. Ken mutters under his breath. We should never talk of this.
Never speak of this again.
Right. I hope you
Nate-
wrote on your sheet languages boop now.
Yeah, Nate has committed this act to memory, and we'll bring
Seriously,
it
I
up.
totally
as
turned
often
on the
as
recording on my phone and just recorded that just now.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just there. It's just
It's in the
Chilling.
same spot that I saw it last time.
oh yeah, no, it's the same spot you saw it last time.
I'm gonna turn on Unlidded Eye again because when things are too easy, it
Maybe not.
Well, I believe
either it's a trap or it may not be as worthwhile as I originally thought. So
Yeah. I believe last time I mentioned that the Hope Diamond, you saw it and it was mildly magical, but
yeah.
So you turn it on and what is Unlidded Eye just lets you see magic stuff again, right?
Yep.
That
Okay.
was a euphemism.
It's the only thing that's registering there. You turn that on and it starts to glow a little bit more pleasantly, pulses a little bit, and it just seems like it's a real. It seems like it's a real chill idea to go ahead and just free that from its bonds and put it into your pocket.
You know, when I get approval, it just ruins it. Yeah.
Oh no.
That's not incorrect.
The eyes.
You're right. If I had thought about that ahead of time, it would have had BMO's voice. But that is correct. It's not so much that. So let me put it this way: it's not so much that you think it's okay for you to take it. You just think that you really should, like right now.
It's just a good idea.
I I kneel close to it, and then very creepily, I just like whisper to it, like, "You wanna sow some chaos, don't you?"
You should talk to it in a higher pitched voice, like Bob Belcher does to his burgers.
He speaks
Yeah.
to them in monotone, and then it
Yeah.
talks back.
The problem with Jay is that he doesn't talk to things thinking they're gonna speak back. So
Yeah.
that's
It doesn't talk back to you, but it does. You just get this. You get this kind of like sense, just like it doesn't like being in this case, and it just wants to be in your pocket.
oh, you don't want to be in my pocket, but you're gonna want to be in one pocket in particular.
There's a
I have
prison pocket.
ideas. See, I don't want to own you. I just want to get you out of here so that somebody else can own you.
Yeah. That seems agreeable. You get the feeling.
Pull out a squared, gross, like fabric handkerchief from my hobo coat, and I'm very careful not to touch it because I still don't trust this thing.
It's still it's still surrounded by a glass case.
Well, we'll work at that. I'm gonna inspect that case.
Okay, go ahead.
When can we start trying to look for where the heck he went?
Oh yeah. So yeah, the door has opened, and the elevator door's open and is waiting for you guys. But now you notice that Jay's nowhere around. He went off somewhere.
He can take care of himself.
Yeah, I'm like, it's fine. It's fine. Let's go. Let's just go.
You do remember he does in fact have one of the coins, though you're not entirely certain if you need them all or if you just need a couple.
Oh, no one specified that?
Shit. We're supposed to put the
I
time
recorded the
thing.
All right, hold
Code
on.
then.
Int plus occult.
Yeah,
I want to know if this is a thing.
same.
Oh right. I telepathically send a message to Jay. Are you in range? What are you doing?
Wait, tens count for 2?
2.
Yep.
Are you 30 feet away? Because that's my range.
Is that side room 30 feet away, Darren?
Yeah, you're pretty close. And Zalim, you hear just overhead. You hear through there. You're like, yeah, you want to be in. You want me to get you out of there? Yeah, that's right. That's what.
Are you talking to a girl?
In manner of speaking,
Well, we have
Very fancy.
the elevator open now.
it's impolite. I won't assume I didn't ask.
Excuse me, Hope Diamond, what are your preferred pronouns?
It's
Where are you?
Real quick,
I'll be right over.
Me and
Tony,
Ari do the mental math real quick.
yeah, you're pretty certain you only really need 2.
Balls. He's got it.
Yeah, you're pretty certain you only need 2 at a time because, well, it only takes 2 to get across the river Styx. So
Nice.
There it is.
Yeah.
So Jay's got it. I
Cool.
mean, I know I have things I want to do here, so I'm not going to stop him from doing his things.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
So he's a big guy. Let's go.
Yeah, I look over at Zelene. I'm like, let him know we're getting in the elevator if he's coming.
I'm stealing something.
All right.
So he's not coming. Cool. All right,
We're
let's go.
getting on the elevator.
real
Meet
quick,
you all down there.
You need
Yeah.
the code.
Oh yeah, give him the code.
Oh no, I don't remember it like the beats anymore.
What's-
I recorded it on my phone though because I wanted something to laugh at
Sure.
later on.
Sure you do.
So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
I heard it.
what's the code?
Well,
What's
we
the
all heard
code?
it.
Nate, full well knowing the actual numerical code, just pipes back. Oh, you didn't hear it. It's boop 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 boop.
Yep. And I would also
no,
deadpan.
it's boop ba boop ba beep ba boop.
I deadpan look and I go, hi.
I will I will endeavor to commit that to memory. So that's it, huh? Just boops, no numbers, no nothing.
No, there's numbers. You're gonna have to work at it a little. I'm just gonna leave my phone right here, so go get it. I recorded some of it. You might be able to figure it out.
Well, one or the other.
Also, I'm trusting you with my phone.
Nate does it. Nate does eventually. Once it stops being funny, Nate does eventually give you the code.
Don't delete those dick pics. I've curated them.
He
Right.
texted you.
Oh, never mind. If he's giving it, then I'm gonna put it back.
Oh, Nate, I was so close to get access to that phone. Next time.
Too bad. Okay,
Next
I go
time.
in the elevator with them.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, are you going to trust me with the power to post to your followers? I don't think so.
Hey, what else?
Post anything that I wouldn't have posted.
Midnight larceny selfie.
Right? Looking like a gross hobo.
What's up, fam? It's the himbo hobo coming at you live.
The himbo hobo, nice.
You'll probably just end up with like a butt ton of messages about who has her phone.
You're basically, which is funny enough.
So everybody piles into the elevator except for Jay. Jay is still staring longingly at a magic rock.
Yeah, I'm gonna case this thing.
I trust Jay. She's worked pretty close with him so far, so yeah, it's fine.
So we'll do that real quick first. So Jay, you get out your cloth there, and you're kind of looking over this glass case, and you've dealt with this stuff enough to know that it probably is alarmed somewhere. I mean, it'd be really weird if it wasn't. So, so how are you intending to get this thing out of there?
Well, I'm gonna try to inspect the box, and if I suspect it is alarmed, I'm gonna try to figure out how it normally opens, and if there's a way I can figure out how that happens. I don't see any spot to enter a key or anything like that, right?
No, not nothing that's clearly evident.
I figured. So that means there must be a way to get this thing open the legit way. So I'm gonna try to figure this out.
So let's go ahead and give me an intelligence plus. I will go with either intelligence plus science or intelligence plus larceny. One of the two.
We'll go with larceny. That's a 7.
Okay, easy enough. Yeah, you kind of run your hands around the outside of the box, being careful not to really touch it, but just getting real close to it, kind of feeling it a little bit.
No.
Oh,
Oh, right. Okay.
With the button.
Yeah, don't push that button.
I have these whatever like G1 through G5 keys on the side of my new keyboard, and I don't really know what they do yet. I haven't.
Apparently, one of them's drop a call.
Yeah.
One of them is a fuck your game button. So
Yeah.
right. So
You're doing something that's nice.
anywho, yeah, you inspect the box and you can see that there is there's like a metal kind of strip set around the outside of this glass box, and you're fairly certain that it is held in place by very strong magnets. So the whole case over top is lined with metal on the bottom, and then it's held in place by like very strong magnets. You do try to give it a little bit of a push, but it doesn't seem to move. But it does just seem to be glass. It does not seem to be any sort of like plexiglass or anything.
okay. Huh. Well, if I can't move it by hand, there's nothing on the glass itself, right?
No, nothing on the glass itself. Although, like I said, you think you might be able to, if the only way these magnets would be so strong that you couldn't move the box is if they were electromagnets, and therefore they must have some sort of power source.
Ah, perfect. So I'm gonna try to look for that.
Okay. Give me an intelligence plus. We'll go with academics for this one.
Okay.
You academic fellow.
I do.
I have like 1 in that.
4.
Okay. Inspecting the base of this case here, you find a couple of spots where it looks like there's maybe a panel, and you're able to push on it, and it pops open, and there's a small panel with a key switch and there's a small panel with a key switch and a couple of buttons on it that are for on and off and test mode and things like that.
Okay. And so I think I would look at this thing and see if I expect turning off the juice to this box specifically would trip another alarm, or, basically if it's connected to anything else.
Based on your larceny roll from before, you're fairly certain that if you tried to push the box off, if you broke the glass, or if you tried to put the box off without actually turning this key at the bottom that would allow you to turn the power off, that it would trip the alarm.
Okay. So with that, I will attempt to turn the juice off just enough so I can grab this thing, and then I'll turn it back on after I'm done.
Okay. Are you trying to pick the lock basically?
Basically.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a dexterity plus larceny roll.
Yep. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you just kind of take your knife and you just kind of like poke it in there and rattle it around and then give it a little bit of a twist, and it just pops right over.
Perfect.
And allows you to turn off the juice.
Awesome.
Once you do that, the case itself, the entire box basically comes off. It's a little heavy, but I mean, nothing you can't lift. And there is the Hope Diamond.
Well, I grab my fabric handkerchief and I throw it on the Hope Diamond, and I take off one of my hobo coats and I just wrap it around. Well, yeah.
One of your
I wear a long coat, then an undercoat, then, So I wrap it in one of my coats, and as I do, I'm going to activate the subtle knife to basically make the diamond more or less untraceable. It just escapes scrutiny unless people have, things to counteract it. Even if they search me, they won't find it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you successfully do that. Not too much of an issue there. I assume you put the box back afterwards?
Yep, I'll turn the juice back on just to be safe in case there's nothing that checks if this thing has been powered off too long and trips a bigger alarm. I'm just going to return it to how it is. And I whisper to my coat, just hold tight for a bit, and you can I'll let you ruin a couple good lives here. Just be patient.
Wow.
Yep. Okay. You now have the Hope Diamond, and it is chilling in one of your many coats. And you can easily.
It's under my arm right now.
Oh.
you can fairly easily make your way back to the elevator because you're pretty close by.
Okay.
And you'll have to wait for a minute because everybody else is still going down.
Oh yeah.
So everybody else, you are inside the elevator, and it is going down to the lower levels. This is the first time anybody except for Ken and Nate have seen this.
Mm-hmm.
So
Long elevator ride.
yeah, it's a really long elevator ride, and
I got a look-see into it because I sent Kurama in,
that's right, you did.
but like I haven't seen it. But yeah.
And once the doors open, if anybody who hasn't been down here and seen it themselves is kind of floored by how big it is. It's a very large room, warehouse kind of room with rows on rows of objects and things like that. There are larger things like vehicles and cars and old planes and things like that in the farther back that you can see. But everything down here feels really oppressive. It feels claustrophobic. Regardless of all of the open air above you, like the whole place just feels like it's pressing down on you. It's really not comfortable.
Yeah.
I look over at Vanya and Zelene and I'm like, ladies, get to work.
What are we working on? We're
gonna
Shit in your purses.
Everything that has a resonance, you're just gonna fucking, all you can eat buffet it just right into the purse.
Yeah,
nice.
They're all
I'm good
artifacts.
with buffet.
I have a feeling that mine will only take fairly small items, so I'm gonna look for the smallest and prettiest things.
That's fair. There are definitely several cases of jewelry.
Ooh, yeah.
Of varying styles. So as you guys are going on a supermarket shopping spree, or supermarket sweep spree, Nate slowly leads you guys over to where he saw the pillar.
Are there any more cameras down here? Or we decided there's no.
No, there are no cameras that you can see. There are no cameras that you've been able to note that you've noticed.
Okay.
Anyway, as I was saying, Nate leads you over to where the pillar was, or where the pillar is, and this thing is. Once you get a chance to look at it, it is. You can feel that this is where all that claustrophobic pressure is coming from.
Was there ever any suggestion that this pillar is an entity? Because my brain suddenly went, why would we be putting 2 coins onto a thing? I mean, I get it thematically, but I'm like, is this somebody?
You don't get that impression. It was never intended that it was.
Okay.
It was never suggested that it was a person or a creature of any sort. It is simply some sort of chthonic pillar that emits this particular aura. There is this pillar there. Nate pulls out one of the coins, kind of plays with it for a second, flips it over, and he's like, well, I guess. And he presses it up against the side of the pillar, and it quickly just adheres right to it. Like you put it on there, and it's like a super strong magnet. Like you try to pull it off. You feel like you could probably pull it off if you wanted to, but it doesn't want to come off.
I chuckle and mutter, Enterprise, 1 to beam up.
Nice.
And you put the other one on there?
Ari would put hers on there because she'd do anything to impress Uncle Hades and piss off Mom. So.
Oh, yeah. So when you do that, the whole pillar kind of starts to rumble and shake a little bit. and the whole room around you starts to kind of rumble and shake a little bit. And it all kind of calms down for a second. And then kind of before you know, we can or kind of before you can react to it, it disappears. And there's a loud pop as all of the air kind of flows into the spot where it used to be. At about the same time, a shitload of alarms go off.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear a lot of boop, 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 all down through here.
Oh no, we've been made.
John, you actually, it's still quiet where you are. You're upstairs. It's so far as you know, nothing's wrong.
No. He's already in the elevator and it's got the music and he's like,
Oh, good choice.
It's playing like a weird piano version of Copacabana.
Yeah.
Like a weird jazz version of Copacabana.
Yeah, smooth
Playing
jazz.
the code, but just the boops in loop.
Yep.
Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. That's fantastic. Yeah. So a whole bunch of alarms and klaxons and things go off, and but I mean, there's a bunch of alarms going off, but nothing's really happening.
Like,
Alright,
no one comes
we're
by. I'm just gonna keep
we're
doing
going-
what I'm doing.
What's that?
I think Zalim is going to keep shoving shit in her purse. But Ari pulls her bass and readies her hand to play a lullaby.
So the alarm's kind of going for a second, and you're still just like, oh, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna keep filling my stuff, and then eventually,
I would like to move to high ground because I know like there's stacks, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, I basically just hip hop to the top of something, and I'm like snapped and ready to go.
By the way, is there any way that I can tell whether any of the items that I'm grabbing are immediately usable by me and could be useful?
No, nothing you're grabbing is it. Being a Scion, that it takes more than just grabbing and using a birthright in order to use it, because none of these things are your birthrights.
Right.
But
Wait, aren't there like things for everybody's pantheons in here?
there are things that, but it takes time for you. You wouldn't be able to just grab things and just immediately use them. You'd have to kind of attune
Right.
to them and everything like
Yeah.
that.
Right.
But yeah, you could tell that there are things that belong to your mom that might be useful to you. I'm not
Well, then
ready to figure out what those are yet, but
That's fine. I mean, I would probably try to like grab those things as a priority if I can.
okay. So as you guys are kind of filling stuff up, you notice that stuff seems to start vanishing around you. Like,
I was like, the floor is lava? Shit.
no. The pillar disappeared, and like you go to Vanya, you go to pick up a it's a reproduction of a Mjolnir, and you go to pick it up, and it just kind of vanishes out of your hand. And
Oh no.
Zalim, you're like scooping shit into your purse, and as you're doing so, not all of it disappears, but several pieces just kind of vanish as they move forward, or as they move off the shelf. And you're seeing that all these items are just starting to disappear and vanish all over the place. And it seems like all the birthrights are getting hoovered up somewhere.
Hopefully they're going to where they're supposed to be and not funneling to another hideout.
And you hear as you start noticing this, the alarm turns off, and you hear a fairly loud voice over a loudspeaker. It's like, well, thank you very much for disrupting my for disrupting my collection. I knew that once we had more of you in town, that it was going to be a problem. I didn't realize it was going to be this much, or I would have taken you out earlier. Yeah, you can leave, and I can attempt to get back the things which you have now stolen from me, or I can destroy you now.
Says Ari.
And he says, I will give you... Let me formulate what he was going to say. He says, well, fine then. If that's the way it'll be. I have at least one item here that isn't going to vanish anytime soon. And you hear a click over the little radio. And over in the corner of this room, you hear a kind of a loud rumbling. And some of the stacks start to kind of fall over as something starts lumbering its way through this large warehouse. And as it gets closer, you see this stone figure tromping through the stacks, knocking things over and coming your way. Ken and Ari, you've heard this story from your...
I am exquisitely versed in this, and I'm just giggling at this point.
Yeah.
And I shout into the room, I go, I hope that's not what you're going to kill us with, because I'm about to disable it.
You hear a I don't believe you, and I'm going to crush you now.
I pull the glasses off, and I say to the sky, look, mensch, I'm the type of Goya that knows golems.
She immediately starts plucking out a tune. Not meant to make anything sleep or anything, but just like, we're doing this old school.
I'm definitely not sure I can do anything against this, but hey.
This thing is roughly 20 feet tall. So it is a big beast. Made of clay, but hard, but like made of hardened clay. It has symbols carved all over it. It doesn't really have a face so much as it just has more Hebrew text on the head. It is tromping its way towards you and seems like it's getting ready to pound you all into dust. Ken, you seem to have something that you wanted to say to it.
Oh. Unless someone really wants to get to it before me, I can bolt right over to it, flip out my watch, and then just smear its forehead, which will break the runes.
All right. Well, let's go for some initiative then. If what you're doing there is you're trying to actually do something to it, then let's do some initiative. So,
do I hear this commotion as
about that time is? Yeah, about that time is when you the doors finally open and you start you see the sirens and the lights blaring, and you hear sirens for a second before seeing the stack start to fall over and this giant stone creature lumbering out from behind a bunch of stacks that you couldn't see before. And it's like, wow, that's a huge room. Jesus, is that a statue walking towards us?
Like the mental image of him looking the wrong way while the elevator comes down the glass shaft, and he's just sort of like pleased with himself, and then turns around and is like, and then like turns back, like
pandemonium.
Yeah.
Just close the doors.
Wow, thanks. Wait, how do we roll initiative?
Yes.
D10 plus
you have to ask,
wits, right?
Have to ask every episode.
Wits plus awareness.
Wits
Yeah.
plus awareness.
Oh no, this is different. Damn it!
What? Didn't we have it pinned? I'm gonna pin it to the fucking channel. Hold on.
I'll pin it to my fucking chest.
Yes.
God damn it.
Okay, when you say wits plus awareness, you want me to roll those, or do you want me to just add the dots together?
I thought it
Give
was a
me a
roll.
second.
D10 plus wits or dex.
There you go.
Oh.
But is that
My book
is
said
that
wits plus
for
awareness.
Scion, though?
What?
Yeah,
Is that-
we don't use the weird Scion initiative stuff because the
Oh.
Scion initiative is all weird. This is like
Because
a
it sticks normally.
Right. Oh wait, is it is it Dex or Wits or Dex and Wits?
it's
Or
wits or dex. It's 1d10 plus your dex or wits.
Okay. Okay.
and I think
do we count epic dots?
Yeah,
Yes.
your
Your
epic
epic
is an extra
automatic.
dot.
Or your epics count as extra. Yes.
Okay, I got 14 then.
Cool.
Well done.
Oh, you beat me by 2.
I rolled a 10.
If we go dex, mine's 11.
Okay, so 14.
I got 12.
13, 11, 12, 10,
7.
7. I mean, Golem goes on like a 3 because he's a Golem.
Slow as fuck.
Slow as hell, yeah. Okay, so that means that Zelene.
Oh god, I'm first. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Ken, you got the what'd you get? You got a 10?
What was it going?
You got a 12. Okay. So Ken.
Can we see this guy at all? Well, can they see? Because I have the side view of the room.
He spoke to us over a speaker.
Ah,
Sorry, I'm still trying to figure this out here. Oh, I did pin it. Nice.
thanks, Tony. Every damn time.
Okay, so let me make sure I got this right. Zelene 14, Ken 12, Ari 11, Jay 10, Vanya 7, Golem 3.
All right.
Oh, nice. Oh, just pin it on every channel?
Every channel
Nice.
with White Wolf.
Pin it in 7C2 just to be safe.
I'm like,
Wait,
It's
what?
not
No,
technically
don't do
correct,
that. It'll just
but-
be confusing.
It's
Don't
the
do
one
that.
we're using, even if it's not technically correct to the system.
Well, that's what we're saying. We're playing all games with D10s, and we still can't keep it straight.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I like the 1d10 plus dex or wits because it feels good, feels appropriate to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if we never roll initiative in 7th C, John just decides which one of us he wants to describe first.
No, it's who has the highest.
It's who has the highest.
Yes, it's I know.
Sorry.
It's just
Is that even gonna work? Huh. I
uh-oh.
guess not. I'm gonna use what do you call these things? Purview? Yes.
Mhm.
I'm gonna use War Purview, Battle Cry.
Boon.
Yeah. So let's see. I let out a horrible battle cry. And on the enemy side, use 1 die of attack rolls for a number of attacks equal to my legend rating. So that would be a 3.
Nice.
Sweet. Immediately with the debuff.
Yeah, I pretty much prefaced it with one of those like power metal sounds.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess.
So then, Ken,
How big is this thing?
it is 20 feet tall.
Jesus Christ.
That's even better. All right, and it's moving through the stacks, right?
Yep.
All right. What I want to do is I want to do a bitch and kick flip. All right. I want to like.
Not just a kick.
I want
a
to
bitch
ricochet off some shit to
A
try and
bitch
get
flip?
behind it, right? So I can like master blaster it, and then do the swipe.
Okay. So you're gonna pull an attack on Titan, do some 3D maneuvering,
Yes.
bouncing around. We're gonna get your Sakuga moment.
Yes.
Gonna up the animation budget for this move.
Mm-hmm. So I'll go ahead and burn 2 legend because I'm going to use 1 to activate my dex so that I've got untouchable opponent. Actually, I don't think I need to activate that, or I don't need to spend to activate that, but I do need it for probably. Well, no. Let me see. Well, yeah. I'm definitely going to need to burn 1 to use the watch to to manipulate this earth. So I'm guessing you'll want a Dex plus Athletics to get up behind him.
Yep.
All right, 1. Where'd I go? There, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, can I use Brawl?
Can you use what?
Can I use Brawl because I'm getting up on him?
I mean, you're using the Dexterity plus Athletics for you're doing your ridiculous bouncing around all the shelves and everything thing.
Oh, so no Brawl for that?
No.
Okay. Okay. So that's and then
Mostly, I just want to see if you fall.
yeah, no, okay. All right, so just the ricochet thing. Looking good. Yeah. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Okay. So you're able to bounce around a whole bunch. Do the My Hero Academia style, shoot style, jumping around, bouncing off all the walls and everything. And you are able to land behind his head on its shoulders.
Yeah. And then basically from there, I flip open the watch and I burn the legend and then I smear my hand across its forehead.
Okay. So you burn the legend and you start to try and smear this, and it is resistant to your. You can tell that you can get it. You know that you can eventually get the runes off, but it's resistant to your change. It doesn't want to move. So it is going to take you a couple of rounds to make this change. Meanwhile, it is going to be moving around and thrashing.
Okay.
Because it is in fact a magical object and does not like to be messed with.
That's fair. Do you want me to make the Dex plus craft roll, or is it just a matter of I gotta stay on for 8 seconds?
Yeah, well, mostly I'm not gonna, because you're not really trying to craft something new. You're just trying to wipe this stuff off. So it's not really a Dex plus craft roll. It's just actually manipulating the dirt or the clay that's going to take some time.
Okay.
It does seem like you do feel like if it wasn't for your heritage, you might not be able to change this at all. But being the heritage that you are, you actually can affect this in some way.
Oh, and to clarify, I think I made up a word and used a word wrong. I called him a schmuck, and that I'm the type of mensch who can break down golems.
Yes.
So for anyone who watches back and gets my Yiddish wrong, I got it.
Thank you, Tony, for preserving my immersion.
Yeah.
In any case, Ari, your brother has bounced across the room and is now on the back of its head.
Great. I'm going to go ahead and keep playing a tune, but I'm going to use my telekinesis to move like a shelf, like metal binding, and like try to bind its feet. So it doesn't as much. Yeah. Make sense? Makes sense.
Yep.
Like a railing and then tie it.
I think I know what you're getting at. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hi, Kat.
Oh, hello.
Oh yeah.
We got Harry real fast.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you?
Forgot to shave.
That's such a good pose.
That's played by Bella.
That cat is just like, what are you doing? Why human?
Where's
Why
my
are you-
special dessert?
Megan's gift
That made me laugh.
is everything right now.
So good.
Perfect.
Oh dear.
My gods.
That made me laugh.
Oh, but it's in the
Yeah. So okay. So let me just clear up what you're trying to do here. You're trying to move something over so that it gets in the way of its feet, basically.
So think about taking a ribbon and tying it around his feet.
I'm gonna add
Sure,
it.
I got
But that ribbon is a strip of metal from a shelf.
you. Okay, I gotcha. That is, yeah. Okay, you can do that with your regular telekinesis. Give me a. Let's do legend plus craft roll. Yeah, craft sounds good. Because you're trying to you're using your powers to manipulate a piece of material in a very specific way. It's not necessarily super difficult, but
I have no craft. That's not my
I mean, you still have 4 points of legend, so
Yeah, I know. Okay. Woohoo, 3.
okay. Yeah, you're able to pull some metal stripping off of one of these shelves and kind of wrap it around its legs. You don't have quite enough material to make it too far around, but it does create a solid band. So, good job.
Try to make it less mobile.
Nate, he hops in on this initiative, and he also hits his Sakuga moment and jumps in the air and does a very fast spin as his chain flares out into a large spiked ball and whips it around and slams it into the side, whips it forward and slams it into the side of the golem. It seems to do a significant amount of damage in the sense that it looks like it cracks a lot of the clay and knocks it to the side, kind of stumbles a bit. And as it's stumbling, it catches its feet on the bands that you just wrapped around it there, Ari, and it starts to tip over and fall. Ken, go ahead and give me a dexterity plus athletics check.
Okay, not brawl, so I can control the pin.
No, you're not pinning this thing. You were trying to not die.
Not dying is good.
Okay. Tuesday, so. Oh yeah, no, I not die pretty good. Let's see here. Yeah, so 3, 4, 5 successes.
Okay. Yeah, it stumbles and falls over and lands. It puts its arm out to kind of like land down on its arm, which shakes you quite a bit, but you manage to hang on to its head, despite it being really, really big. Jay, there's stuff happening.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening.
The Hebrew hammer. Wait, this is actually something that exists?
Oh yeah, no, the Hebrew hammer is
You
great.
need to see it. It's so good.
Amanda owns it.
Yeah.
Wait, there's more-
Shalom, motherfucker.
Shalom, motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Why does this exist? Is this like the same as like my Amish romances that I had.
This is amazing. This is a great movie.
Amanda, I can't believe you just had that on hand. Did Glenn
Of course. Oh, I had it.
Oh,
Perfect.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, basically.
Actually, Glenn also came with one, so we had two for a little while.
okay.
Hell yeah.
I
Did his
remember
figure
about
come with DVD?
some things we had to get rid of.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm being silly.
Did I hear this dude talk over the speaker, or am I arriving just in the middle of chaos?
No, you did not hear him talk over the speaker.
Okay.
He all of a sudden everybody is fighting a golem.
All right. Well, Captain Hobo will join the fray. Oh shit! I have this bundle I gotta carry around now. So
Mm-hmm.
holy
should
shit! If
punch-
there
you
is
should punch it
anything
with it.
close by that looks like a stick, I now have a fucking bindle.
Oh,
Yes.
God damn it.
Perfect.
Yeah, you grab there's a case full of weapons that look like they all they're all Okinawan, like old bow staffs and stuff like that,
grab a
and,
naginata.
nunchucks and things like that. So yeah, you find a bow staff and just wrap that up.
Watch this being a fucking like priceless antique.
I would love you for that.
Oh yeah, no, it's 100%. Like this thing is old. You're not entirely certain whose it is, but you're pretty certain it's worth a whole lot of money.
I mean, it fits with my flavor of ridiculousness. I'm basically looking like a hobo right now, carrying a priceless artifact bow staff.
You quite literally just
diamond in a bindle.
it's Goku's power pole. That's what it is.
Oh my god.
Perfect. We'll find a use for that. Yeah, I will join the fray with my bindle of ridiculousness.
My bindle of
And I basically get in the way of this golem. So I activate Fight with Your Head, which lets me, on top of Zalim's Warcry, cancel 2 of its auto sucks or bonus die you would get from any source. You get to choose which one, but it cancels up to 2 of those.
Okay.
We like debuff team over here. Oh,
Basically,
yeah.
team debuff.
I mean, that's what you want to do right now. So
Except you look badass. I just walked in here like I don't know where I am. Like I'm just a confused old man, and I'm just running into this golem and sort of hindering it.
all right,
To me.
Amanda, it is Vanya's turn.
She looks at the precariousness of what is happening and shouts loudly enough for Ken to hear. Should I shoot it in the face? But
Lower.
there's only Cat. Oh, okay.
There is only Cat. There is no Ken.
I mean, because with my knowledge of
Are
golems, it's kind of moot. You're like you either got to break it down or stop it. So yeah, slowing it down is probably okay. Yeah, I would probably go with. Actually, yeah, instead of lower, I would probably shout like armpits and groin.
Okay. I was thinking if like the bullet could shatter some of the etchings or something, but
Well, my
that
hands
might
are
be
right
a
there,
very
so I'd rather not, please.
yeah. That's why I was like, I don't.
Are the vehicles in here actually?
Ken's up there like rubbing all over this thing. Stop shooting at me!
Yes, Zeline, there are vehicles he mentioned. I think there's a jet.
Yes,
Are they?
there is. There are helicopters. There's several cars. There's motorcycles.
I just feel like we need to go drive some shit into this. Like,
Yeah, you know this guy collected enough Pepsi points to get the Harrier jet.
Oh yeah. Oh, how badass would that be?
everyone, I don't have too much.
Just escape on a Harrier jet.
Well, let's see. I can only
It's not actually a real Harrier jet. It's actually just the Harrier jet prop that they used in True Lies.
Now I wish that the butt in like Sir Mix-a-Lot's Baby Got Back is in here.
Holy shit.
Well, it wasn't before, but it certainly is now.
But it is.
That's a legendary relic. Oh, that's one of Zelene's birthrights.
Right.
That's the relic I want. That's totally an Urzuli
yeah.
relic. That's fine.
Anyway,
She's actually going to dig in her purse for past. Did the artifacts in her purse disappear too?
Yes, the artifacts that you've gotten in there, unfortunately, did start to vanish.
Oh, boo.
So she digs past whatever else is in there and pulls out her axe instead, and is gonna go for like the ankle.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Yep.
Bobo man.
Ooh, 3 tens.
Whoa.
Very accurate, Tony.
Okay. So that's 8.
That should be more than enough to get damage off on it. Give me a second here. Your axe isn't magical, right? It's just an axe.
Right.
Okay.
Wow, not magical? What are you, new?
Just thrifty.
Fair enough. You got a 6-pack in there, so if you break one, you got a few more.
Yeah. There's a whole armory.
It's technically a skigox.
Nice.
I'm
There
here
we
for
are,
those
that's what I
exact distinctions.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So you hit it just fine. Go ahead and give me some damage.
Yeah.
Nine.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's that's a solid blow. It's exterior is real tough, but you managed to actually go ahead and roll me a d10.
Mm-hmm. 4.
Okay, you said you were going for its ankle.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go for the ankle, you swing, you connect for 9 damage, which is actually after its soak is about a quarter of its health, and that manages to cut off the foot. It's still on the ground, so it's not quite. It doesn't like fall over any further, but
Yeah.
you do manage to cut off its foot, and you do realize after you cut it off that it is sort of hollow, but has a kind of not like robotic metal skeleton, but it has a sort of like a flexible metal skeleton as your axe kind of cleaved through it. And you can like see up inside the leg, and you're like, oh, that's neat.
Ooh. Fantastic.
Lisa, are you intended to be muted?
I was.
Okay,
But no.
I just didn't know. Okay, I get you.
I did start laughing and start like, oh, fantastic. But like,
I saw you do that, and I'm like, I didn't hear anything, so
I was just having a good time with Amanda. It's fine. A1, mind blasting.
Oh, that's fantastic.
We've watched quite a few Bollywood movies in our time.
Okay, so it goes to the golem's turn, and the golem is going to split its dice pool and try to hit both of you because y'all motherfuckers be trifling.
Minus what? 5 dice now between 6 dice between Zillion and Jay.
Let's see. So 2, 3, 4.
Just try and hit me.
So how many? Yeah. So how do your debuffs work again?
Mine cancels 2
Auto successes.
auto successes from any source.
And mine just removes a die from the attack pool.
For the next attack, or
For the next 3.
Okay. So he only has 2 dice per attack then for this one. Actually, no, he's going to have 3 dice per attack because it's going to be the light one. Okay, so John or Vanya, what is your dodge value? And Ken, what is your dodge value?
My active dodge value is 7.
Okay. And Vanya?
I'm trying to get my computer to wake back up.
Ignore that, or don't worry about that. He did not roll any successes on either of them.
Okay.
So,
Yay.
That works.
yep. And it kind of tries to, as it swings at you wildly, it starts to kind of like stagger back up, trying to up onto its feet. It's no longer wrapped up by the metal wrapping because it was going around its legs, so it slid off once Vanya cut its foot off. But it is now kind of stumbling around and trying to catch its balance. You can hear that loudspeaker click on, and you hear some grunting coming. "Arr, arr. You better get out of here now, or I'm going to destroy you."
I'm not very threatened.
I calmly project. Yeah, I calmly project as if I'm talking to someone next to me, and I say, "Come down here and address us in person, and we'll settle this."
Where am I exactly?
Yeah. What's happening?
Yeah. So it goes back around up to Zalim's turn.
That's me again. Oh gosh. So are these vehicles? Can I actually drive them, or do I need to like hot wire them? Or what?
Well, you need to get over to them first. So
Okay,
they're
I
on
wanna
the.
Over to the nearest one.
Okay, it's gonna take you most of your round to get over there because they're kind of far away.
That's fine.
Okay. But once you get over there, you can see that you can find the closest car you can get to is an old like 1940s style, car with a drop top, so you can just hop right in, like old Rolls Royce. And but it does not have any keys.
Okay, so should I roll to try to make
Yeah, you can roll it. You can roll an intelligence plus larceny check to try and hotwire it. Yeah, solid. Actually, I guess that would be more that'd be considering the way that she fights. That would have to be Ari's because she's hitting people with the guitar.
Yeah.
One, two, three. 4. I got 5.
Sweet. Yeah, you run over to this car. You hop in. You rip open the dash on the underside, and you just like futz with wires for a second, and it goes.
Fantastic.
Gonna go for one last great ride.
Can you drive a stick?
I'm pretty
Sure she's adept with a stick. You know what I'm saying?
Right? That's just extra.
I mean, I could definitely drive those kinds of sticks, but I do actually have a dot in control automobile, so.
Oh shit! Okay, I didn't realize that. That's cool.
Oh shit. Okay.
That is solid. That is good enough.
Okay.
You win.
Ken, it is your turn.
Just trying to work out these tension headaches, you know.
Yep. Give me a go ahead and give me a legend plus. Go ahead and give me a straight legend roll.
I mean, and then of course my scarf of toil, since this has become a well, that's for stamina for mundane tasks. So never mind.
It's definitely not a mundane. Jumping onto a goal to wipe its face off is not a mundane task. It is, in fact, the exact opposite of doing so.
How you like 4? Wow.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yep. You are able to clear most of the runes, although not all of them, and not enough for it to completely deactivate. But you're pretty sure another good swipe would have it done.
I'm at this point. I'm like shouting Hebrew prayers from every high holiday. I'm just trying to go deep into the heritage.
Yeah.
You just started somehow, somewhere, some way around you. Bhagavad Gita, not Bhagavad Gita, but Hava Nagila has started just playing.
That's the thing is, Ari's playing that music.
Yep.
Oh yeah, okay, that's
Because there's no one to put asleep. She's playing that music to be like, we're going to cool.
Sorry, now I'm just trying to imagine what Hava Nagila on a samisen sounds like. I wonder if I bet you there's a YouTube video of that somewhere.
Oh, someone will link it here in a minute. I'm sure. Don't worry.
Ari, it is your turn.
Ari is going to summon up the thing. I had this idea the whole time I was waiting for my turn, but like shit happened and things were funny, and now I'm like, okay. So Ari is going to summon psychic arrows.
Okay.
While she plays, but they're not gonna look like what you think they'd look like. They're gonna be blue foxfire because it's Ari.
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
Okay, there you go. And she is going to aim for armpits and groin.
Okay. I do believe. Did I say those things do like quote unquote psychic damage?
You can summon a sword or arrows deal lethal damage or psychic damage.
Okay, lethal or psychic damage. Okay, yeah. So
yes.
As long as they can deal lethal damage, then that's fine.
Yes. I got all my shit out right here.
Okay.
On multiple screens.
I like it. Good job.
So, but you don't tell me what I roll for that.
Oh, you're right. I didn't. Oh yeah, no. Mostly, it's just like firing a real arrow, normal arrow.
Okay, so the same with my Hunku.
Yep.
Hunku.
Oh, that's right. It does more damage if you do psychic damage, but it can only affect creatures that have brains, and also knocks them out.
Okay, so I'm going with my dex, which is that many, and then I'm going with my thing that's covered up by this thing, my marksmanship, which is that many, plus my accuracy, which is that many, and plus my legend?
No.
No, that's why I was like, no.
It's just like firing an arrow from your bow. Uses the same stats for firing an arrow from your bow. It just in this
so
case.
It says dex plus marks plus accuracy plus that checkbox that we decided was legend. No, the checkbox was
something else. I know what you're talking about, but
the legend.
It should just be.
But yeah,
it should just be dex plus. It should just be dex plus marksmanship plus your accuracy. Yeah.
Okay, so a 10. So that's 2. 3 9s. So that's 5. And then 6, 7 if we're counting my 2 points in legendary dex.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll some damage.
How do you roll damage? I wasn't listening.
Let me double check what the damage for Obo is.
Damage is plus 2L.
Plus 2 lethal, which...
Do I roll 7? Because that's how many things I...
Hold just a moment, please, because okay. I think that's the case.
I know
Range weapons.
195 for damage.
Okay. Thank you.
Would be lethal damage.
How do defense values?
How do you deal it though?
Pretty sure
Full damage.
that
Attacker
I
rolls a
wish
number of dice equal to the attack's raw damage. 194.
I'm just gonna let them do it.
Yeah, there we are. Attack rolls number of dice equal to the attack's raw damage, and any bonus successes granted by epic strength. Target the attacking.
So normally either you
Raw damage is equal to weapons damage plus attacker's strength plus threshold successes plus 1. So threshold successes is how many you got over his damage or his dodge value, which is 2. So add 2. So your arrow already does plus 2, right?
Okay. So that's 4.
So that's 4. Add 1 because you always have 1, so that's 5. And then it says weapons. Then says attacker's strength because it's always applying your strength because bow and draw. However, in this case, you will use your legend dots instead of your strength dots because you're firing it with your mind, basically.
Okay, so 4.
Yeah, and epic strength would not affect this in any way because you're
I don't
firing it
have
with your
epic strength. I only have dexterity. Okay. So yeah, okay. Which consequently was 9. Nice. Okay. Get them all in my hand.
Yeah, I would figure that all out. Okay, cool.
1, a 2, a 3, a 4. 4.
4. Unfortunately, we figured all that out. It's really cool. It's super great. However, your mind bullets are not strong enough to get through its solid clay skin.
As long as it just like trips it up a bit, that's really all Ari's looking
at. It's drawing. You're drawing some aggro from it. It's causing it to not pay attention to your brother for a second.
She doesn't think she's gonna kill it. She knows that that's Ken's job right now, but she's just trying to distract.
Okay. Nate pulls his weight here, and he flames on. You see his head ignite into flames, and his mace turn into a flaming mace or a flaming flail. And he does another big swing and brings it down on the creature's side brings it into the creature's side because gets where he kind of cracked him before. And we'll do beyond his damage resistance. Nate gets through another 3 health levels of damage, which puts him down about halfway, at least into where he's starting to get negatives on his rolls. So that's good. Lots of trailing flames and lots of shattering clay. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he's at -1 now. Cool. All right, and he's down about halfway. So we'll get to Jay.
Well, I'm close to being underneath it, and I heard Ken's preference for targets. So as I stumble around, I reach inside my coat and grab my knife, and I get ready to chuck it right at the big rock groin.
Okay.
Phrases you never thought you'd say.
Hey, no.
I'm playing
There's a
D&D.
first time for everything. So yeah, as I stumble around to try to restrain its movement, I sort of reach inside the coat and just let loose.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
All right. Five.
Dot value is 5. Yeah, okay, you hit it.
Perfect.
Right on the money.
Okay. So threshold would be 1, I would assume.
So you have no additional threshold.
Okay.
You just have the flat. You have the 1 plus your strength plus whatever the weapon's damage value is.
You got it.
And is it lethal or aggravated?
Lethal.
Okay. I think Ken's the only one in the party that can deal aggravated damage, right?
Yeah. Well, I can't.
That's 5 damage. My knife does damage with perception instead of strength.
Yeah. Your knife goes where it's supposed to, and it hits with a lot of force. However, that stone exterior is pretty tough. So it ricochets off and flies back to your hands, but it does crack the outside a little bit.
Oh, perfect.
Vanya.
I cracked its crotch. just I'm not saying that for any particular reason. I just wanted to say that out loud.
Wow.
Guess I could go for the other leg. I don't know, how towering is this thing? Can I reach an armpit?
20 feet.
Yeah, it's 20 feet tall and it's standing up now,
Okay.
so you'd have to do a jump to get to it, but
All right,
Oh,
I'll go for the
Ramona.
other leg.
okay. Give me
Or I could
give
go
me
for the same leg and try to make it lopsided. More
It's
lopsided.
already kind of
than it
stumbling
is.
around trying to stand on its ankle, so
Yeah, I'll go for the other leg. All right.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, John. You actually did 1 point of damage to it because it had reduced its damage threshold by 1.
Hey.
Another 8.
That hits with 3 threshold.
Hooray. That means get even more dice. I'm now rolling 16.
Just a reminder that the middle-aged Indian woman in the party is our tank.
Oh yeah.
Is the bruiser.
He's the muscle.
Yeah.
Technically, Ari's just supposed to be support, but
I'm also pretty much support.
yeah.
I think I'm playing a paladin.
Yeah, you are.
Maybe?
Jay is some sort of weird rogue, maybe.
He's
Yeah,
totally
I think-
rogue.
Ari's
Arcane
also a rogue too.
Whatever.
You guys are like
Oh, what'd you get, Amanda?
10.
Jesus.
Nice.
Ron?
That is a lot.
A lot of dice.
Yeah, Ari and Jay are arcane tricksters.
Yeah, you whip that axe around and you baseball swing it through its knee and lop the whole leg off from the knee down.
Yes.
So it goes teetering and falling again. Ken, go ahead and give me another dexterity plus athletics roll.
Yep. Fine. Oh, so many sixes.
Oh man.
Yeah, rude.
Gonna burn another willpower.
Oh.
Give myself 2.
Oh, sorry. You,
Oh yeah,
I didn't
just
realize.
2
Okay, yeah.
successes.
Okay, yeah, you barely managed to hang on and get out of the way before its head hits the floor. It's still moving, but and you're kind of crawling around on its face now. But it's on the ground because it fell over almost entirely.
Yeah.
So it is the golem's turn, and golem is you start seeing some smoke starting to rise out of the joints, and it starts kind of like its arms kind of flailing around a bit, and go ahead, everybody. I don't know how to do effectively a dexterity saving throw for everybody.
Oh, well, that's easy.
Of course, it has a self-destruct.
I'm currently driving a car. How does that work?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you're fine. No, everybody who's there, who's fighting around it,
Okay.
go ahead and give me a dexterity, just a flat dexterity roll. Add your auto successes from Epic Dex, of course.
7. I rolled 2 10s.
Hell yeah.
And an 8.
Oh man, I forgot about the automaticness of the epic, and I haven't been using them.
Oh man.
That's okay.
Whoops.
You're doing all right.
Oh, maybe she
Oh,
one-shot
darn.
it before it explodes, and I don't have to make this death save. 3.
3.
4.
4. Okay. Nate doesn't have to worry about this for reasons. Ari, you got 7, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I need Jay's. But
Which
Jay's not
rolling.
just a flat dexterity roll.
Oh, he's got a lot of decks, I think. What
His
the heck
epic
is this
dex.
sheet, though? Oh, it's on his phone. I don't know what it is because it's on his phone.
Okay. Well, we'll get that when we get back. Okay, so you see its arms start to kind of flail about, and its hands kind of change shape. They shift, kind of weirdly, like mold out, and all of a sudden it starts spewing flames out of its arms.
Oh,
but it's
shit.
just kind of going wildly with them, trying to
that's
yeah.
To avoid all the flames being fanned everywhere, apparently.
Doing this.
Flames. Sides of my face.
Flames, sides of my face.
I got 2.
2. Okay, so obviously this is why Nate didn't have to worry about it because he's already on fire. So
Yeah.
but the rest of you who got everybody but Ari, because Ari is apparently just fucking
Nope.
Yeah, exactly. You are going to be taking 5 lethal damage,
Ooh.
which you can then soak.
Soak.
Okay.
Ooh.
So what is your everybody? What's your lethal soak values?
I don't have to.
Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it's just a static amount in this game.
I have 3 and 5. I gotta figure out what that is.
I was like, I have a 1 lethal soak value, but it doesn't matter what I have.
I have 5.
5. Okay, so you're fine. You shrug it off. You got some singed hairs, but other than that, you're
Just like home, nice and warm.
Right?
I feel like Ari smelled the fire coming and was like, no thanks. I know that scent.
Yeah, your soak values. Character has bashing soak equal to his stamina. Scions also have lethal soak equal to their half their bashing soak. So if you have a split number there, the higher one should be the amount of bashing you can soak, and the lower one should be the amount of lethal you can soak. Are we good?
Yeah,
Yep.
I think I'm just figuring it out because like
If you don't have anything that would add to your stamina or give you additional soak, then your bashing soak is equal to your stamina.
yeah
Your lethal soak is equal to half that.
yeah no my plain lethal soak is 3, but I gave myself a little parentheses for 5 here, and I'm trying to figure out why and if it applies.
That should probably be that's probably your bashing soak.
Well, no, I have a bashing which is 4, but also
Does it have
okay.
to do with the kimono that you were given?
That's what I'm thinking. So that's what I'm double
Oh,
checking.
let me double check that. It might be.
Because my jacket gives me a bulletproof vest
Counts as a
essentially.
bulletproof vest. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's yours. Yours should also count as a bulletproof vest. Yeah.
So then 6.
There you go.
Sweet, thanks.
Okay, so you're pretty good. Shrugging off the flames.
Yeah, I'm at 3. So
okay, so you're still going to take 2. You're going to take 2 lethal levels of damage.
Yep.
And get a little burnt up.
Oh, singe.
Yep.
Crispy.
It lights some of your coat on fire. Oh, actually, hey, there's an interesting thing. Jay, even or odd?
Odd.
Okay, cool. Your rucksack does not light on fire.
Yay!
Good. My fucking bindle. Holy shit!
Yeah,
I'm gonna
bindle.
walk out.
Yep. So, and the golem is just kind of flailing around like that. So, Zalim, you're driving in with a car.
Yeah, well, what I was actually gonna do is like, I don't know, find something that I could like jam on the gas. Just drive and like let it drive at the thing.
Yeah, easy enough. That's you. There's hunks of art all over the place. There's little statues or something you can grab.
I find one that's really ugly and just like
Easy enough. You find an exquisite copy of the Maltese Falcon and jam it in there.
Yes.
We're using.
It is actually the Maltese Falcon, a real version of the Maltese Falcon, the exact one. I don't know.
okay. Well,
we're using like priceless items to do mundane shit.
like
That's
seriously,
what's happening.
I'm gonna fucking trash a 1940 Rolls Royce right now. Do I have to roll anything for this or?
No. This is cool.
Okay, then I just stand by and salute it as it goes, because
Yep, it has one. It literally has 1 health level left. So it goes. So you guys hear a loud, and you look over and see a Rolls Royce just barreling through these stacks, coming at you, and as it's rolling forward, Ken, you're able to get the last bit of the runes off of its face before you jump away, and this car just careens into the golem, just destroying its lower section, leaving the torso just kind of like lying on the ground there.
that was very satisfying.
Totally motionless. Okay.
Well, that just happened.
You guys killed the
Slowly
golem.
put my glasses back on and look up to the ceiling to see if there's more remarks as the light plays across the glasses.
As you do so, you hear a hissing noise, and the chest of the golem pops open.
Oh.
And you see a man in a suit stumble out of it, with smoke trailing behind him.
Can I
tall-
whip my sword at them real quick?
Yeah,
Sorry,
tall and so he's lengthy and kind of maybe even almost spindly. He's African and very dark skinned, bald, and in wearing just like immaculate suit. And he stumbles and he stands up. He stumbles his way out and falls onto the ground. And he stands up and starts to brush himself off, and then sees your sword at his neck.
Yeah.
And he also sees a glowing foxfire arrow at his neck.
Yeah, he sees a lot of things at his neck at the moment, I think.
As an added bonus, I hold the shaft of the sheath at his back where his heart would be.
And obviously he starts. He's like, and he puts his hands up. Says, "I believe I underestimated you." And as Nate starts walking up with his head on fire, you can see that he looks at him and he gets very, very concerned.
That's normal.
Still playing Ahura.
Yeah. He says, "What are you going to do with me now?"
That depends on how interesting our next conversation is.
Too bad we didn't get the grody rope. We could tie him with a grody rope.
Well, I'm sure we've got some extra somewhere.
Although I'm not too particularly happy with the fact that you're using my people's things.
It was merely part of a collection. I'm a curator.
Well, maybe I'd like to collect your teeth. Did you think about that one?
Now, there's no need to be rude. He's just kind of he's scared, but he seems almost unflappable in terms of it's like, I'm going to be proper, and there's not much you can do to break me of that.
Well, I pull some furry handcuffs out of my bag and toss them at whoever's nearby to like use them.
Yeah, my hands are full.
I look pointedly down at the handcuffs and I whisper, as much as I'm inclined to indulge my sister's urges, I think the other option is preferable.
I don't know where you're going with that, but
I give just a little pressure to the back. I'm like, if you're going to be penetrated, you're going to be penetrated.
Oh, whoa.
Wow.
Oh my!
Oh yeah.
He says,
I mean, I've got something for that too. Take out a strap on.
Tell you what. Let's make a deal.
In another universe, Ken goes, where I'm from, we use tentacles.
Yeah.
I know. I've watched those.
Nate, Ghost Riders. Yeah. And he takes a drag on his vape, and he blows a cloud of mist or a cloud of fog. It says, "I don't trust him, and I don't trust him to make good on any deals." And the guy as he's looking over says, as Nate is blowing this, and he's like, "Oh, please, no smoking in the
I look at the crashed car in the rubble.
Completely ignoring all of you. He looks at the smoke or the mist spinning, And he seems almost mesmerized because Toreadors have triggers, so
Oh. Then I do want his teeth. Please?
I mean, I'm not saying no yet, but we need we need him as much as we can get out of him.
yeah, he kind of locks up. He blue screens there. It's pretty hard. He
at the realization that something has frozen him, I just sort of look around. I'm like, should we? Do we know that staking only incapacitates them? It doesn't kill them.
Yes. I've already done it twice.
Oh right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. You have you currently have a staked friend
Right.
in a box.
Yeah, we've been keeping that in there that whole time.
Should do something about that. Like,
Or we
you
can
got
put
a
it
ticket
in
in a box.
there. I mean,
It's
we
in
got
the van.
two.
anyway,
You just open it up, you stack this guy on top. It's fine. There's no collection of
There
them.
you go.
That's what I'm talking about.
this is what we do to the ones we like.
Yeah.
No. So yeah, I'm like, should we perhaps stake him and take him out for later, or do we want to hang out? What are we thinking?
I like the staking him for later.
I like the furry handcuffs, but nobody wants the furry.
Porcano Los Dos.
Yeah. Jay is no longer looking like a hobo at this point and cleaning himself up. He still has a bindle though.
Yeah.
That's not going nowhere.
That part hasn't gone away. The coat got nicer. That's wrapped at the end of the
Oh,
bindle.
that's wrapped around it. Got nicer. Okay.
Yeah, but
He's got an Armani bindle.
Armani bindle. Yep, that's right. You got a fancy bindle.
Did you see me destroy that royal wolf?
Straight Gucci.
I was real close. You were like about this from my face. So yeah, I saw it.
Wasn't it great?
I look over and I'm like, Zelene, if you could please put the handcuffs on him while he's distracted, and Vanya, if you could, if you have anything wooden handy to just right in there, no.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I excitedly do this task.
Yeah, you want him right in his eyesight, so while he's stuck there, he can just contemplate them.
Yeah.
I feel like Zaleem's just been like, I've been waiting for this all night.
Hey, so before he gets steak, Jay will just ask him. So before you clock out for the night, just so we don't toss you in a ditch and let the sun rise on your poor dead corpse, where does your boss sleep at?
He would answer you, but he's blue screened.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to
he's-
stake him and then interrogate him later.
Yeah,
Well,
he's Toreador.
All right, well,
He-
I guess we'll
He's
keep that for later.
he's Mrs. Philippa Sterling when somebody's really nice to her.
Yeah. Well, we can always get a doggy bag and figure this out at a later time.
Yep.
So yeah, I asked Vanya to do the honors because I'm sure she's burlier than me and can just
Yes.
slide it in there like a toothpick into some nice
Right.
high quality
Just like
cheese.
push it with your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fairly easy to find stuff around to stake this guy. And yeah.
Oh, hey,
So-
I found 3 nails here, like near a cross.
God damn
Use
it.
this.
I mean, kind of.
You use the nails though; those are metal. Wait, what does it matter?
They're iron.
And that's not there.
Yeah, that probably would make him spontaneously.
Although-
Yeah, I mean,
So
I found this grody old
Interesting.
lance. Still got some blood on it.
interesting point. You do so, and it's a thing that you will notice eventually because you have plenty of time to kind of explore around out here. All of the artifacts that look like they have Judeo-Christian attachments, specifically Christian attachment, not just Judeo, not like obviously this golem is still here and it's still active, but anything that seems like it is specifically Christian or Catholic related or something like that certainly hasn't disappeared. And you're not entirely certain it actually has any power anymore, anyways, because the rapture happened.
Yeah.
So
Fascinating.
God went, yo, deuces, you all take care of stuff. So,
What happens with the fishing pole? If I go find the fishing pole specifically.
the fishing pole's still there.
I asked Vanya to tuck that away if it can go.
For sure. Well,
You had some bonding time with it. It
hung out.
maybe likes you.
Aw.
At the very least, I want it to go to a
But
good
is
home.
there any really expensive looking Christian jewelry? Because I would take that.
Yeah, there's all of the expensive looking Christian jewelry.
Fucking
Like I'm
Madonna
talking about,
head.
like there are straight up like probably billions of dollars worth of stuff down here. Whether or not money means that much to any of you guys right now.
9 fucking like diamond rosaries right now.
Zalim is like posting to her OnlyFans wearing like papal rings and shit.
Yep.
Just, heck yes.
Kiss the rings, bitch.
Yep.
Okay, so that was cool. We'll go ahead and cut it there. You each will get 4 experience for that. Because that was a pretty. You pulled off a heist and beat a golem and kidnapped a vampire.
Off though. I mean, we only really got. Well, he got something.
I stole the fucking hope diamond.
You stole the hope diamond, and Zalim.
Oh,
Okay, like everybody did cool shit. Vanya got to cut off a golem's leg, and Zalim drove a car into it. Hot-wired a car and drove a car into it. Everybody got to do cool shit, so everybody gets 4 experience. And reminder: don't spend any experience on legend. You will get a legend upgrade after this arc is done. And I intend on this arc being done within the next 2 sessions.
And also, if we go to 5, we become demigods.
Yep. That is the intention for the next bit after this.
Oh no!
You guys will be demigods after this. So.
Oh no! That comes with other things that happen. No.
You don't.
To be a demigod, I'll leave. You're welcome.
I actually don't know what all bad, if there's bad things that happened for being a demigod, but
No, I remember seeing something about that if your legend spikes up to 5, then other stuff you start getting fate bound as well or something like that.
oh yeah, no, yeah, more fate bound stuff is gonna happen. I mean, we already have to check in with the other team, the B team.
Yeah, with Scratch and Ziggy or whatever it was.
Yeah,
Scratch and Stinky.
Shank.
That one that I like
Oh, yeah.
Shank and Bitey.
totally like worships me or something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, when you're a demigod, this is basically what starts happening is that you may start to get followers.
Uh-huh.
All right, cool. And so we'll call that for that. And